I don't know if Kakoti says you guys are here to change the scene and fill the voids. Let's go. Am I right, Lenny? That's what we're about.
Well,
that's what we're about.
100%. Okay. Listen, 3 years ago you talked about a toxic environment. Like, we're not talking about toxic, right? Like, that's in the past.
Right.
Right? Just that, like I talked about, like making mistakes, learning from it, doing it better. Well, you know what? We're gonna do it better, right? You show up, you just walk with us because we're walking with you.
Axel is on the wraparound here. Gets the first pick on Sway. Mindfuck, what are you doing? We know who Shreya is. Okay, you're the 100 ping monster from Australia. That's what people call you. Okay?
I've been playing Valorant since the beta days, had a lot of experience in CSGO as well. Played that semi-professionally in India as well as in Australia.
Question. Any thoughts on Chamber?
I think Chamber is going to be very interesting for the crackhead sentinel aimers like myself. I think that playing Killjoy, playing Cypher has been a little bit done.
What would you say is your message to these kids, like these aspiring young kids in the scene who want to make it big in esports?
I get it. You know, I know that school sucks. I know that parents are annoying. They tell you to go to sleep early. They tell you to eat on time, even though you're in a ranked game. But keep this in mind that the sooner you get that done with, the happier you'll be. And for Indian parents, it was very tough for me as well. I mean, I still to this very date. I mean, I'm now 19, pursuing this passion of mine, and I'm getting paid well for it. But my mom still is gonna come from behind, hit me on the head, and be like, "Go to bed. It's enough of a game. Close it. No more." Hi, my name is Shreya from VLT Asteria. We are participating in the League Ego Challenger Series 2021. Please come and support us. Live stream will start on December 1st. You better be.
It's all about the attitude.
This next guest of mine needs no introduction. Two-time League Ego champion. I would say one of the best teams in India right now. Please put your hands together, folks, for Strokey from Team Valor. What's up, my man? How are you doing?
Grizzly, how about you?
How's the journey been for you with Valor so far?
So Valor, to be open and clear with you, Valor is nothing but a group of friends playing together for fun. Team Valor is something when we don't make any structure or anything. It just on the day, it depends on the day for us. So if the day is good, we win. If the day is bad, we lose.
Good one. How important do you think are relationships with teammates? And do you think it's possible to play competitively with people you don't necessarily get along?
You need to have a good bond with the person you're playing with.
Right.
So good bond means good understanding.
Any team from the League Ego Challenger series that you're looking forward particularly to playing against?
Will be, I think, Cohesion,
Right.
Fangs, FS,
and
WeirdX. Yeah, and WeirdX.
Right.
Because WeirdX has our pawn in them.
Who is
Pixel.
that? Oh, Pixel is moved to Weird. That's right.
WeirdX, yeah.
If you had to take an agent out from Valorant on a date, which agent would that be?
Reyna is pretty rough. Viper is toxic.
Viper is toxic.
Viper is toxic. And Jet is pretty fast.
Jet is too fast.
Yeah. So yeah, Sage, the calm, composed person. Yeah, healing us in times of bad times. Yeah, I will take out her on a date.
All right, guys.
And
Shreya, you have competition for Sage.
I'm Strokey from Team Valor. We are participating in League Ego Championship 2021. Live streaming will start from December 1st. Please tune in and support us. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You are watching the League Ego Challenger Series 2021. We're on quarterfinals day number 3. My name is Grizzly, and this man right next to me is Grey Knight. What's going on, Seth?
Well, the sun is not out yet, but my dad always used to say the early bird gets the worm, so here I am.
Chad, I have promised Seth that we're going to go out for beers, and it's going to be on me because I'm waking him up at 5:30 a.m. his time. So whoever plays well tonight, Seth, you're the match MVP for today. Okay, that's you.
Thank you.
But jokes apart,
An honor for someone who hasn't even hit bronze in Valorant yet. Finish my placement.
But yeah, jokes apart, I mean, today's a big day, dude. Today is a big day. It's Team Valor versus True Rippers. It is the third quarter final. Folks, we are going to see a team that has won the League Ego Championship twice, Seth. Not once, but twice this year so far. One of the standout teams that have played our tournaments, coming up against True Rippers, another team that is no stranger to us. They've played almost every tournament from day one. And it's going to be True Rippers facing off against Team Valor. How exciting is this?
Look, I'm excited. We've already seen Team Valor, like I was telling you before we even began this game. Like, I recognize all of these players. Like, I've only maybe casted like twice, but the names have been evidently cemented in my memory for generations to come. So I'm already telling you, like, it looks like a very good matchup. Again, like I said, for me, it's always going to be about how you do on the first map and how much momentum you build going into the second game. And Valor definitely seemed like a team, you know, that are really ready to tackle it. And, you know, I love Buster. Pasha Sahil was one of those guys who would just connect with the headshot. So I'm really excited to see that again. So I don't even know True Rippers yet, so I can't really judge them. But I will also say this for a fact that if Valor play like the way they did in at least those 2 tournaments that they've absolutely demolished in, True Rippers have a absolute behemoth of a mountain to climb, and it would be very, very, very difficult for them. But I'm excited to see them. Maybe they have those tricky plays, those clutch potentials that we saw, especially with Team Weird from last game. Like, I'm just ready. Like, I'm ready for them to hit the ground running and just show me what they've got.
Me too, man. I cannot wait. I think we're pretty much set, but just before we jump into the game, I want to quickly show a couple of things to our chat. Number one is the team's performances on the different maps. So today's map pool set, by the way, is Ascent, Haven, and Icebox. And take a look at this. For both these teams, it does appear that Split is their number 1 map. Valor with a win percentage of 67%. And the next best map for them is Icebox and Haven. And we'll get into the aging compositions once the game starts. But on the side of True Rippers, surprisingly, Split is the best map as well. 55% win rate. And in tonight's map pool set, guess what? There is no Split.
There's no Split?
There's no Split. It's going to be Ascent, Haven, and Icebox. So I'm excited for this. I think it's going to be quite some competition. Again, like you said, Team Valor. You know, I was talking to Strokey from Team Valor, and he told me we're just a group of friends. We don't really come up with strats. If it's a good day, we win. And I guess it's going to just come down to that, whether it's going to be a good day for them. But on the side of Team True Rippers, I do want to mention one thing. Paradox, that man Paradox, in the TEC Gauntlet tournament, which is also happening side by side, he is number 2 for the most MVPs won in India, right behind VLT's Deathmaker, who's an iconic Jet player. And number 2 was Paradox, above even someone as big as SK Rossi. So Paradox is in tremendous form right now.
Wow. I mean, look, I love a good, what is it called? Like a Goliath and David story, and this man seems like a David who's gonna beat the Goliath. That, like you said, I was rooting for Sammy as well, and he was supposed to be your golden boy. So I'm gonna hold my breath on the guy. But I have a huge respect for massive Viper players. I haven't seen Viper at all in every tournament I've cast with you, at least with League Ego. I think she's an incredible agent. The zone control and everything she does to secure an entire round is massively, massively underestimated. So if he plays Viper, I am actually very excited to watch those clutch plays and he holds his ground when like the team start pushing in through the Viper ultimate. And yeah, more props to him. We've seen Jet be the main pick champion for most of these fraggers. I think it's the champion that most people feel very comfortable to showcase their skill, and for good reason. The champion was made for entry fragging. Like, that is literally her job, and she seems to be extremely capable of it, regardless of the nerfs that have been come through. I think it's gonna be a selection for a lot of people. I honestly miss Raze.
Yeah,
just because in beta she was my character. Like, I played Raze incessantly.
Right.
But again, my friend played Viper, so that's the one reason why I always loved Viper. But getting back into the game, we're in Agent Select, and there you go. Both teams almost instantly hover Jet, and you can see, yep, it's almost uncanny how much this champion is picked, as we see Bullet hovering a Chamber, and as badly as I want him to pick it.
That's right, Chamber is banned, so even if he does pick it, we're gonna have to redo this lobby. I'm sure he's just messing with us. But yeah, I mean, Paradox on the Jet, the first things, that's what caught my attention first. Paradox on the Jet, very excited to see that. It has been an agent that he's been playing a lot of lately. I think he also does play Viper. But I think Jet is where he really shines. One tap god, another exciting player, Seth. He plays the Raze. I think he's brilliant on the Raze. I've seen him pull off some incredible...
I remember his nade plays
right.
a lot. And in a map like Ascent in Boathouse, I think those are clutch plays. But we've also seen, I think it was either Bullet or Buster who took the Odin and made or cemented that play for me, which made me ask the question.
It was Hunter.
That really possible?
It was Hunter. It was Hunter. I remember that. Yeah.
That man, he made that Odin play in Boathouse where it shoots you, and I was like, I didn't even know this was a strategy, and you were like, yeah, this is like a clear strategy, and he would always get 2 kills, and it was uncanny how many times the man just had the X-ray vision.
And you know what's surprising for me is that Hunter, who is regarded as one of the better sovers coming out of South Asia, is going to be on the Killjoy today, and it's going to be Bullet who's going to be on the Hunter. So definitely some changes there. And another noticeable change for me from Team Valor has to be that Pasha Sahil is not on the Jet. He's going to be on the Astra. Seth, if you remember, Pasha Sahil was always on the Jet for Team Valor in the past.
I do remember, but I'm also excited that Astra's being picked more and more. I do not know what the trend going on is, or if she received a buff, or it's just the character that people got used to playing, but I'm happy that people are diverting more and more away from the base agents. I know that the base agents are the agents that would have been picked every single time because of their comfort level and how much you've played the game. You're going to be comfortable with the agent that existed for the longest time. In Apex, it's basically a concept of they're the most optimized, so the first row of characters are always the most picked, and it's crazy because I'm seeing the same trend, but people are diverting more and more from it with the Astra pick. So yeah, like unless they clearly buffed Astra smokes or something, well, I'm really excited that
I think Astra, like any new agent, I think the life cycle for an agent to be inducted into the meta is a bit, and I think now players do realize that her kit is so strong. You know, the ability to pick up smokes, it's just so much more versatile than any other controller out there. And so I think you're absolutely right about that. Astra's here to stay.
That's incredible. Again, like I said, I'm always a big fan, and as you can see, they're all hovering in site B site A very carefully, biding their time, but I guess they decided not to do it as Buster and his fellow group head back into point B, as Crosshair Shoe is holding out on the sentry, and for good reason. I think he's going to spot a lot of people through Boathouse. I think he spots the Jet, and instantly he's about to, yep, there you go, takes down JN, who had dashed into the Boathouse, but instantly will get tagged out by the enemy team as Bullet and Hunter enter the site and are instantly taken down. A beautiful and very surgical round by Team TR. True Rippers just fashion, just rip them apart one by one and successfully defend the sites.
I think Bones did brilliantly there in first lane. I'm not sure why it did not occur to any of the players from Valor to check that left side, because he just sat here and he picked off 2 headshots, while the rest of his team, as you rightly said, they ripped through that Valor attack. And in the first round at least, True Rippers are looking very strong defensively.
got you, bro.
No, exactly. I think they just got a little hesitant since they were not able to make their initial A push, which I've seen a lot of teams do. The choke is for real, but I think it's only the first round. I think they were just testing something out. I think I'm going to give them 4 rounds to kind of try and understand how the enemy team's mindset works and how to approach it. Oh, there you go. Trap God with a beautiful headshot on the Hunter with a wonderful ghost. One of my favorite pistols in the game. I consistently get it. And there you go, Master, a nice kill on JN, and a Paradox gets Buster. Pasha Sahil gets Master, and Crosshair with his eyes on Pasha Sahil.
And Bullet can only watch here as the spike will be diffused, and Team True Rippers, as they should, picking up another round for themselves. I guess it was a full buy from them, and Team Valor was quite happy to come in with just classics. Now, this is the big round because Valor is going to be investing, and True Rippers will be looking at perhaps going for a bonus round. Not too many purchases, as you can see on their side, and they will try to get the best value set from this investment.
Yeah, I mean, push your lead as much as you can, and if the enemy wins this round, good for them. You know, they don't really miss out on anything, but they'll have a brilliant economy after this round. So True Rippers, I think they're doing the best that they can. A beautiful sentry and smoke, Bones, and Buster. Very well coordinated over here, and I'm just afraid for JN as he's walking up the stairs, and he gets instantly tagged. Actually, that should have been a kill for JN, but I just feel like he was a little too slow on the trigger. I think he's gonna get picked off now, and he does get picked off as Bullet is frantically looking for that person, and after goes up in the air and gets the smoke out, and Bullet instantly taken out. My goodness, True Rippers are not giving them any room to breathe, and this is going to be a massive blow for them. That was a huge round that they just completely lost, and lost a lot of good weapons too.
I agree. Dare I say, there's complacency in the Valor camp tonight. Perhaps because they're confident about winning this tournament a couple of times. Maybe just coming in a little bit. I don't know. You know, Seth. I don't know if they're measuring up right now. Team True Rippers are looking really strong.
Yeah, and I'll give them another 2 rounds. That is kind of like the momentum which you should start getting afraid of. But yeah, true to form, I think. He told me that Valor were just a group of friends who were just playing and having fun. A little concerning, not gonna lie. I've played for our school team, and let me tell you this: having fun is great, but there's an attitude and a mindset that you get into completely when you're in a game. And yeah,
no
like
doubt.
I call it the
I
zone.
agree.
And oh, look at that!
That's
beautiful
better.
kill on Jay, and a much needed, a 1-for-1, a 4 versus 4 now. Like completely leveling the play field. I like it. If if JN can connect another couple knives, that would be amazing. Sad to see Buster get taken down, but Pasha Sahil and Hunter are the 2 people I'm looking out for. Oh wow, that is a beautiful kill again. Trap God here in a very tight and rough spot. Crosshair just get a beautiful kill on Pasha Sahil, and just like that, it's a 2 versus 2. And still very nifty with that knife. I'm excited to see if this man is able to make it, but Master gets tagged by that dart. He saw it coming, but he still chooses to walk right over it. I now take JN, who's in a very beautiful spot, and if Master peeks his head off, it might just be taken by it.
It could be a couple of players on either side here from first and second lane. Paradox does have just a Sheriff with him. Can he get his hands on that Vandal? Yes, he can. Now this could work. Ooh!
Oh my gosh, Paradox! I don't know what you ate for dinner, my man, but good on ya. He just destroyed JN. That was, like, again, I don't know if you're seeing this, but from my side, it just feels like Valor does not have the reaction time. They're watching them, they're not reacting to the characters at all. It just seems like have some sort of lag, because the enemy team is just firing the minute they see them, like the very split second. And Valor is just, I don't know what's happening, and it is very uncanny for me to see any team not get a flick or a headshot at this level of gameplay. So a little concerning, but again, it's only round 4. There's one more round until they build like the solid momentum that would make me a little nervous for Team Valor, but only time will tell. So yeah,
Definitely.
I'm holding my breath.
Definitely some anxiety from Team Valor here. They are on the attack on Ascent. Now, it's not the easiest map in the world to attack on, first up. But you certainly would hope that they would be able to pick up a few rounds before it's too late. And I recall, Seth, in the previous tournaments, I think it was a match against Cohesion where they actually did lose the first map but came back to win that tournament. 2-1 in the end, and Paradox and Crosshair in mid, brilliantly destroying Team Valor's presence from that mid link position. Team Valor now down to just 3 players. It's a full buy round set, so they need to make this one count because they have nothing on the board. They're yet to get off the map. Exactly.
And their economy is going to start tanking, man. Just a little bit more, and it's going to be pretty tricky. And Pasha Style still choosing to push the smoke into Site A. A very risky decision as 2 people are watching this map watching the site like a hawk, and there comes out the drone and instantly gives off their position. Pasha Style, I don't think that would be a great idea to push that, man. It just seems very tricky, but there you go. He gets a great kill on the Trap God. Instantly takes out another few.
Last player standing.
Oh, yep, there you go. Master had that angle. That. I don't know, man. They might be getting a little too nervous or a little too hesitant in either pushing it or just not pushing a site and letting the enemy team, the defenders really just get those angles out, and that's never a good idea. I think Rippers are doing this perfectly. I think they don't have to change anything else. If the team is just doing bad, then let them do bad and let them walk right into you. I think they're doing perfect. I would not have them change their strategy one bit.
Nervous jitters, perhaps, man. Sometimes when you're losing, rounds back to back, it can be difficult to convince yourself to go in for that push, especially when you're low on confidence, which I wonder if can start to become a problem for Team Valor. Jin, nonetheless, it's a forced buy. They've managed to pick up 4 rifles. There's a Bulldog as well, a little bit scrappy, but I think it's drastic times. Call for drastic measures.
You should run.
Lockdown.
I agree, and the lockdown's coming out. I think Master is in still a very good spot. He's gonna just avoid it. They're entering the site. I think they need to pull all the stops so that they can enter a site. Master frantically looking. I think he needs to check his corners, buddy. And JN might just get into a 1v1 right now. And there you go.
Ooh.
JN instantly picks off the Raze, who had, I think, an ultimate.
He did. He was shut down.
Her. Yeah. There you go, a blind coming out from Phoenix, and an instant defuse. We've seen players do this time and time again, and he will get taken out. And there you go, Team True Rippers completely annihilating Team Valor. And even with the Killjoy ultimate, it was unfortunate to see only 1 player be taken out. As their economy now, again, in shambles. Not shambles, I guess they're fine. Yeah.
I mean,
okay,
the scoreboard's what is in shambles, said, honestly. 6-0. Team.
Yeah, it's
True Rippers are looking
great, man.
I mean, let's give credit where credit's due. Bones on the side of Team True Rippers is on 9-2 right now. I think he's off to a great start. Paradox, we spoke about him before the game. 7-2 for himself. He's got the AWP out as well, and the economies on the side of Team True Rippers are looking so healthy. I can't say the same. I wish I could say the same for Team Valor, but take a look at this. It's a strange buy. A couple of rifles and 3 sheriffs, and Buster doesn't even have any armor on him.
And I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, Bones and Master have been like 2 of the people that I've been watching very closely. And Master may not be top fragging, but man, he has his eyes set on what is like a great angle every single time in point A of the round, and he is able to clutch it. And there we go. Paradox gets a beautiful kill onto JN. The better jet here.
Oh my.
By far, like hardcore. This man is not missing those op shots, and team just seem to be stacking up at the same spots. And there you go, they're both tagging them. They know that they exist on that site. And it's just funny for me to see them still sitting on that site when they know that, yeah, there you go. Paradox is instantly gonna always take them out. And there Bones finds another kill, and just like that, Valor is just playing into the hands of Team True Rippers time and time again, giving them the advantage exactly in the same spots where their friends were dying. And I just don't understand why they like continue to stay at the angles. I think that's a very good timeout. In all honesty, I'm getting a little nervous for Valor. Like I would be sweating right now, dude.
You would be, but let me ask you this. Let's say you're Team Valor coach right now, Seth. Okay, what are you telling your teammates? What are you telling your team right now?
First of all, we push the panic button hard.
Push it. Find it and push it.
I'm honest. When we're losing this battle, I'm gonna like, guys, I'm gonna be honest. We suck, but we don't have to suck going forward. So how about we pull it up? We've been in situations like these. Like, I think if this is a big, like, giant, just a long con where they make the enemy team, you know, have like there's a Hungarian fencing term that I saw in a TV show. It's basically you give the person the overconfidence that they're too good.
Right.
Then you beat the player. So, Hungarian fencing, maybe?
Maybe that.
7-0 is.
That's what it was. That would explain this. That would definitely explain this performance so far.
Yeah, like, then the overconfidence that they need. Again, like, I will always give credit where credit's due, and Team True Rippers, true to form, have been very, very, very nutty, and I just don't know. Every time I see it on my screen, whenever it's a True Ripper versus a Valor player, the True Rippers just have an insane amount of the timing in their shot almost makes it feel like the enemy team's playing on 200 ping. I'm not even joking. Their shots have always been faster and better than the enemy team. It's always been a victory for them. But there you go, Buster proves me wrong instantly as he takes out Bones, but Trap God is there to cover for his friend. Kills another Valor player. Crosshair gets another player with Hunter going down. A sad day again as Valor seem to still be under a little bit of pressure from Team Rippers, and right now Trap God holds a nice little angle as JN tries to infiltrate through mid pizza. Let's see if he's able to find Crosshair, but I know that for a fact Crosshair's gonna have his eyes trained, and that man is no man to be trifled with. And there you go, that's the information they needed, and JN instantly swung when that sentry went off, knowing that he could have gotten a shot off, but Crosshair still gets that tag on, and JN with a beautiful dash, but instantly taken out by Paradox, who has no mercy for this enemy team. Man is ruthless with the off, and someone needs to kick it from him.
8-0 on the scoreboard set. 8-0.
The magic number time, or is it just me?
I think the magic number can be thrown out of the window at this point for sure. Beautiful retake indeed. I mean, what is even going on here? From Team True Rippers are looking so well coordinated. They are looking so good. I feel like they just came out of their warm-up routine. You know, they're just looking so fresh. Their headshots are snappy. The communication.
It's the best of 3, right?
It is a best of 3. And we've got Haven up next and Icebox after that as well. So it's not game over. It's not game over even if Team Valor does let go of this map.
And yeah, I'm okay with it. And there you go, Trap God again. Beautiful kill onto Buster. Sadly, top fraggers on Team Valor haven't been performing, and JN gets a beautiful hit with a stinger. I didn't even know that was possible, man. Yeah, that is embarrassing, man. Like, holy crap.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
And
not looking good.
And just like that, they're down to the last player once again.
A minute, man. A minute, and they're already dropping like flies. And I get it. I get that. You know, Valor is like a team of best friends having fun, but right now it just might be a very tricky, and Bullet seems to manage to get 1 kill, and still a 3v2 or a 3v1, a big uphill battle. They all know where he is, and Astra and Crosshair, you know, this is one thing I really like. Look at them. They're still not swinging like noobs. They still are giving the player the respect that he deserves, and I think that is the reason why True Rippers, true to fashion, are able to win so hard and just keep that momentum going, because they just have massive respect for the team. And there you go, Bullet shows them why he needs that respect. He's instantly just taken out
10 seconds left.
Bullet just instantly takes out Crosshair.
Yeah, well, there's no time. So
Master's able to get a beautiful angle. Yep, there you go. Master is looking for that angle. He does have an advantage, but I think might just go for the save and not even mess with it. Oh, does he get it? He dinked him. I saw that dink. I know how frustrating that can be.
Ooh.
When you're like, God, it should have been a kill, but it wasn't.
How did Bullet survive that? I don't quite know. Now, speaking of Bullet, he seems to be the only player on the side of Team Valor that's showing some fight. He's on 6 and 8 right now. But the rest of the team, honestly, in terms of their pure gunfights. I feel like they just need to pick things up a little bit. I mean, take a look at that score. Paradox is already on 11-3. Whoever gave him that operator, good job. Because he's making it work.
Master saved it. I saw him run across, get the op, save it for his buddy. But he just knows this man is connected headshots today and whatever helps him connect shots.
Oof. And one tap coming out of B main. No. This is not a competitive matchmaking game, one tap. What are you doing? He just walked out of B main.
And takes out Buster when his ultimate and instantly gets taken out by Bones, who sees his lifeless body, and there you go. Master takes out the last one on A, and this might be looking like a very clean-cut game. I think we're gonna get down to round 12 to show what happens after the swap. Does the team change true to form? Are we gonna see another 9-3 or a similar looking game where like a team brings it back? Look, I'm all up for a good anime ending, man. Comeback potential is always real in my eyes.
I mean, I was not expecting this, I'll be honest. I really thought this was going to be a close game. I was pegging Team Valor to be one of the tournaments, and I still think they're probably one of the favorites coming into this tournament. Just not like this, though.
No, and like I said, every time I've casted for Ego in any of the championship series, I am baffled by how good enemy teams are. Especially that we've never heard of, because I feel like those are the teams perform at the max level, and teams that have always been consistent always seem to be undermined. And true to form, like Valor is just struggling a little here, but Buster shows a sign of life and keeping that kill, a 4 for 3 for his team, and Master might just get another kill onto the enemy as Hunter's trying to infiltrate that site, but has some kind of sixth sense as to why he shouldn't. But Paradox watching a nice angle with his op, a very scary weapon, and Master takes out. Master's taken down by Hunter as Paradox takes revenge for his friend, and Crosshair maybe might spot JN over here. Up there you go. He does spot JN. A beautiful kill. Goes back into the smoke. He's jiggle peeking. Let's go. One tap God takes that pocket file, and the last one for Crosshair gets a beautiful thrifty, just like that.
There was a moment in there when I thought Team Valor had some control over that round, because they got the plant down. I thought they got a couple of picks as well. Paradox did brilliantly to not give up his operator or his position. He just stayed there and waited for his team, and in the end that retake was too easy, Seth, again.
Like 9 times out of 10, I do the same play that Paradox did. I would let my teammate Hunter swing and die, or not Hunter, sorry, Master swing and die in order for me to take the kill with the op, and I'm okay with making that sacrifice since op is too good a weapon to give on to the enemy. You want them on their knees as much as possible, and right now I think that's what Team True Rippers want them to do. And there you go, Crosshair spots 2 as Raze be looking for a grenade play over here, and a grenade over there. I think she did. She might have. Yeah. Still, I'm like I said, I'm a big fan of Raze. I love that grenade play. Yeah, there comes out the grenade, and just didn't connect with anyone. And unfortunate thing, because man, I remember back in the day when the grenades used to be 2 charges, and I used to spam them like a Call of Duty player, and it was like the best part of my day to get a kill with that. It just felt really, really good. But yeah, more skill base is what we're going for, but he also has the ultimate ready for a zone control. But apparently, yep, there you go. Paradox takes out Buster. As I'm watching his screen, this man has no mercy for the enemy, like not one hit, and he just does not move. Once he has an angle, he sits on it and watches it like a hawk.
And once again, the commitment from Valor looks to be on the A side. They've done this time and time again, and the timing for Hunter there couldn't have been worse.
I don't know if you saw that, but it's just tricky.
Oh my!
You see that? The screen of Paradox.
I did.
Saw him before, going through the smoke, but just Paradox is like his. Oh god, the reaction time is just insane. It is insane. Like, what the heck is going on the side of Team Valor? Because if they were to call out that they have an internet issue right now, I wouldn't even doubt it.
I mean,
I would be on their side of like, it looks like it, man.
I was watching that Hunter screen during that fight between Paradox and Hunter, and the timing for Hunter couldn't have been worse because he wanted to check that smoke with his alarm bot, and he just equipped his alarm bot, and that's exactly the same moment that Paradox speaks in with an operator.
That, man. I remember playing Sova, I was always caught with the bow. Like, every time I'd get killed, I had a bow out. Oh, beautiful kill by Paradox on top of the boxes, but is instantly taken out by Pasha Sahil. There you go, Crosser trades it for his friend, avenges his fallen teammate. Hunter does not truly get tagged at that grenade from Rage, looking at the spot. And there you go. What is Bones doing?
Hunter
is
gets
it just attacker? Oh, I think the attackers might be internet favored, but Master over here gets another kill off. And there you go. Another kill by Bullet. The solo man 2v2 is tagged and instantly at 34 health. And there you go. Just like that, they've just won a 13-0 game at this level of play. That is extremely disheartening, man.
That just happened.
Very disheartening.
Folks. That just happened, folks.
True Rivers 13-0
finishes 13-0 against Team Valor, the current champions of the League Ego tournament. Take a look at this scoreboard, man. This looks like a flag with all those blues up there and the reds below.
I'm not even gonna say, if Valor is playing like that, I could have been a pro player. That is an econ rating of me. One who plays League of Legends, Legends of Runeterra, and then pushes on Valor and goes, "Oh, I want to play this game."
I mean,
I am very sad, but it is mentally excruciating to lose like that on a level like this. I have no idea what it's doing to their mental. Valor just needs to shake it off. No joke.
I agree.
You shake it off and move on.
I agree.
Just need to be like, hey, happens to the best of us. Let's move on. Icebox is a whole different ball game. We will get a win there.
I agree. Do they consider a change in roster now? I know they have a substitute player. They've got Strokey. I don't know if he's available, but is that an option for them, do you think? Do you think they should consider a change of roster mid-match?
I mean, if Strokey is an entry fragger, I think yes. I think Buster just did not perform the way he should have been with the Phoenix. Which, again, the Phoenix pick is very interesting because the site is so open. I don't think a pick like Phoenix would ever work out in a map like Ascent because of the fact that the blind is always like such a close quarter fight kind of thing, and in those long season maps like Haven and stuff, they find those plays where the Phoenix is able to, you know, get his flash in, get in, or use his ultimate and get like check the corners really quickly. But on a map like Ascent, it becomes very tricky. But if they have faith in Buster's Phoenix, I think they should keep him because the next map is Haven. And if they just feel like they would need someone else to kind of pull through for fragging, I think they should start subbing in Strokey.
I think so. And the other thing that I was thinking, Seth, is it because of the agent composition? Because I saw, apart from Jin, who was on the Jet, I did not recognize any of the other agents to be their main agents. I know Bullet usually plays Cypher or a Killjoy. He plays Sage. I think he's played Sova before, but it's always Hunter on the Sova, and there's a reason that he's on the Sova. Pasha Sahil, he always plays the Jet, and if he's not playing the Jet, he's on another duelist. But today we saw him on an Astra, and maybe they were just trying out a different strat, perhaps thinking, you know, there might be a good time for us to try something in the quarterfinals of the League Ego Challenger Series. But
yeah, real forehead play there, buddy. If that's what they went with. I was surprised like you. Like I the names that I remember, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, isn't that guy an entry fragger, or am I just dreaming? But it could very well likely be that they were trying a strat. And again, Haven is one of those beta maps. Like, hasn't changed much since the beta. You can still updraft with the Jet and kill someone off right outside of their site A. Really good map, and one of those maps that like people have the most experience with. So it could be that they were just like, hey, we just don't like the map Heaven. Let's beta test some strats and see how we do. And yeah, if they're okay with throwing a game entirely and they're that confident in their potential, why not? Like they said, they have fun. And if a team likes to have fun in a game, especially while playing on a competitive level this high, I'm with them. Like,
I agree.
don't change. Yeah, don't change it if it ain't broke. And there are definitely people who are like, we know our potential. And One Tap God, man, I gotta say, One Tap God and Paradox were like, the master watched the angles, but Paradox really delivered. Like, that man's like combat rating was 324, which is like twice as much of anyone on Team Valor. This man single-handedly showed them that he is better than every single one of them. Stats spoke for himself, and this man was ruthless. Like, he just had no mercy. He came to game tonight.
And Paradox as well, right? I mean, how good was Paradox tonight?
Oh, yeah.
And I wonder if we can look at Paradox's stats again. You know, I mean, that man, like I mentioned to you earlier, Seth, he usually plays either Jet or the Viper. And he's got a headshot percentage of 23%. Check out this next stat. His clutch success percentage is 13%, which means 1 out of 10 times when he's in an impossible situation, he's able to win that for his team. More than 1 out of 10 times.
That dude has a gift. It's called the hand of God. It sits on your shoulders, mate. Use it well. Yeah, I think I'm the only one who can pull this excuse, but it's too early. Maybe they just haven't thawed out yet. You know, it's cold. It's what, 50 degrees here in Fahrenheit. What, centigrade? Like what, 20 something? I don't know.
He's
in a while.
They're from Mumbai. Trust me, it's not cold. It's never cold in Mumbai. There's one season in Mumbai all year. It's called sweat.
I gotta thaw out these fingers, man. And if I lose a ring game, I'm like, oh, whoa. Fingers not thawed yet. Let me thaw it out. I'll show you. I'll show you all. So yeah, you can't use that excuse with these guys yet. And kind of unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been in that situation where we've been absolutely like annihilated and flogged us on the streets. But again, like I tell you, gotta say, get up, push it off, move on. That's all you can do in a situation like that. Definitely don't talk about it right now. That's just a game that just will exist on your record for the rest of your life. But no one will remember it if you clutch the whole thing off, because that's what we do. So, Valor over here.
Agreed.
Really need to pull up their socks.
Yeah, and the next map's Haven, Seth. I wonder if we can go back and look at these stats on how the teams have performed. Now, Valor does seem to have a 50% win rate on Haven.
Rippers has a 46%, and like, I'm looking at the stats as well, and their most used agents. I want Omen. I don't know why. I have loved an Omen play. I love it. The cross map teleport, the freaky sounds of ho 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 ho, and then he goes transport somewhere or doesn't. The fear of that, I think I like it, and I think True Rippers is true to form picking out their main champions on Haven. I've always loved the Cypher. You know me. He can control Site C by himself if he needs to defend it. Great agent to like really pull through, and I think they're straying away a little bit from their most picked, but I think the 3 of their agents might be like most picked on True Ripper's side. And there you go. They have Sky. Let's throw an accent and whatnot. Maybe she might get them the win. I think the presence of the Sky.
Crikey, mate. She's got a Sky. I've been sitting on this one for a while, I'll admit.
That's good. I love it. Because like, Sky for me was that. I bought the agent not for the skill, but for the axe. If you have a Sky on your team,
always, man, always. But hey, look at this Valor lineup. Once again, Bullet is going to be on the Sova. Jin is going to continue on the Jet. Hunter is going to be on the Cypher this time. Buster is considering the Phoenix again. Pasha Sahil once again on the Astra. So this is looking like a deliberate move now, Seth. It wasn't an experiment. These guys are changing agents around.
I like Buster on Phoenix. I think this is a great map for Phoenix.
I think so too. I mean, I think Buster on Phoenix, I'm good. Honestly, but I'm just a little bit surprised.
I think Ascent, yes, the Ascent was just a tough map for Phoenix to do anything. I think nothing.
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's just too spacey. Like each site is so spread out, except for mid pizza, which is not even a site that people love sitting close knit. Like there's always like giant angles that people are watching way away from, and I think Valorant's a very heavy range focused game, and they clearly used it true to form to like their advantage. But yeah, again, 13-0 is it's a big deal, and if not, I think it's reminiscent of maybe Team True Rippers is trying to tell us something, that they're just too good.
Yeah. And on the side of Team True Rippers, just a quick look once again here. One Tap God notably is moving over to the Astra from the Raze. So that's an interesting one. Crosshair is going to be on the Sky. Relic's going to be on the Cypher. Paradox once again, the man on the Jet, and Master is going to be on the Sova. A change in lineup set, if you noticed. Relic comes in for Bones.
Scanning ahead.
No, I saw that, and I'm actually pretty excited to see Relic come in. I don't know why the switch, even though the whole team performed exceptionally well, in my opinion. But hey, I don't call the shots, and I think their coach just felt like the need to do that. And JN doesn't get a shot on, but Paradox instantly takes it out. Crosshair with a beautiful defense, and JN, man, this team just needs to stop being on defense. They're just too good at it, and it's uncanny how fast these players make work of the enemy team. And there you go, JN gets taken out by Master, and just like that, True Rippers showing very quickly how they're just the players who are not to be trifled with at all. And Bullet in a very tricky situation once again. I think we've seen this story, we've heard this story time and time again. It's just a tricky way. And let's see if Bullet gets caught out from garage doors. And yep, he'll be taken out by One Tap God before the Raze swings that corner. Or yes, Sky would have swung that corner and taken him out. But yeah, True Rippers still showing true to form.
This feels a lot like last map.
No matter defense.
This still feels like we're on the last map, Seth.
Dude, this is... I don't know what's happening. Every time I watch a cam of True Rippers, they see the enemy, reaction time is crazy. Because the enemy team never gets a chance to fire. What is going on?
And hey, we're not saying True Rippers is a team that we're surprised to see doing well. That's not at all it. It's just that they're making it look so easy right now.
Crosshair just jumped on a box and just shot with a Spectre and got a headshot. This man is... I don't know what he ate, bro.
He gets another. He gets another.
Gets a beautiful kill. Yeah, in the mid site. Wow.
Gets a third.
Like another kill. It's a third. Wow. Will he get a 4? I think they're going to give him the 4th one. Oh, no. Just instantly runs in, plants.
Oh no, Jin! He was sitting there with
oh
with a shot.
God, that's a flawless round too.
It is a flawless round, but it was a full. It was a save from Team Valor, so I'll let them go for that one. But this next round, it needs to count. It's a full buy coming in for them, and Team True Rippers are gonna be on the bonus once again. Here's an interesting fact that you probably didn't know, Seth, is that Bones is Bullet's brother. TR Bones.
What?
Yeah. I think they're either brothers or they're cousins, but they're close blood relatives.
Stay safe.
Okay, good. They're on the same team. Like I was like, bro.
No, they're not.
Like some sort of anime soundtrack playing.
Well, they're not on the same team. Bones is from TR. He's the one who switched out in this game. He played the last map.
I don't know about you, but that Christmas dinner is gonna be really spicy this week. I don't. How do you look at your mother and she's like, "How are you doing at work?" Great. I just destroyed my brother. Like,
oh, Bullet!
Valorant tournament. Oh, Bullet!
Oh my gosh. That's
that man like just had no mercy for his brother, dude. I thought I ripped on my sister a lot, but this man just crazy. Bro, about to eat Christmas dinner in 2 weeks. Hold it, bro. Thanks.
Well, that's more like it. I'll be honest. I'm happy to see that aggression. That's the and now Team True Rippers against the rope, pretty much for the first time in this entire match so far. And take a look at how seriously they're taking it now.
I'm okay with that.
They're very, very cautious.
The dash from JN was a little too aggressive, and I think that cockiness is getting to their head, and they might just be losing a little bit of grip on there. But again, it was a full buy, and like I said, Haven is such a tight-knit map. The guns like Vandal and Phantom really come into play, And I think the long-range precision plays would have been a more advantageous thing for True Rippers on a map like Breeze, Split, but this might be the map that Valor is able to make a comeback. Again, I might be totally jumping the gun, but I strongly believe, based on last round's performance, that they might be able to do it.
I think they need to, and I think is enough is enough. They're here to win. This is a tournament that they want to win, and it's just Ascent was just like I said. You gotta brush it off, man. You have bad games, just brush it off. Jin and I think Bullet need to do a good job of holding this A site now. It is being challenged by 3 players on A short and 1 from A long. Bullet should come face to face very, very shortly with Relic.
Yeah, I think all eyes on Paradox right now. Ooh. He is the entry fragger. He has a beautiful angle onto Buster, and if he's able to get that onto mid 8, might get a beautiful kill. A nice smoke by the enemy Astra. Relic gets a beautiful kill onto Bullet, but is instantly avenged. Fallen Brethren, JN, and Pasha Sile here smoking, and Paradox watching his corners very carefully, and is instantly taken out by Buster, who decided to swing at the very moment that he was trying to look out for the Astra, who was beautifully hidden by the smoke. Kudos to Pasha Sahil, who just knew that the enemy would not be able to see the silhouette of his character on top of the smoke that he had placed very conventionally, or very conveniently right next to him.
I'm out of stuff.
8 seconds on the clock. I think True Rippers either make it or break it, and I think they might just fake. There you go. Crosshair gets instantly taken out.
10 seconds left.
This might be a round. Yeah, this might be a round for Valor. God takes out. Yep. There you go. 2 versus 2.
I don't think they have time to plant. They got the round. Oh no, they did.
They did. Wow. Again, Rippers, surprising team nonetheless. Everything they do is extremely clutch, and I like it. And Trap God instantly gets spotted out by Pasha Style, and Buster will be taken out. No, he does not get taken out. The Spectre versus the Vandal. The Spectre or the Phantom will always win. And there you go. 3 kills for Master.
And
showing his team that he can put them in the clutch pocket.
It's rounds like these that Team Valor will be the most disappointed by, because they were in a 4 versus 2 situation once again. And that drop down from Bullet was very questionable, because he was trying to stop the defuse. He ended up getting traded out, but he didn't secure the round either, because they were able to get the plant down. And then from there on, they just pulled out a 2v2 retake, a 2v2 site hold. And it's rounds like those that would have me worried if I was on in the Team Valor camp.
Oh, I completely agree, man. True Rippers just ripping this team to shreds. Not as bad as last game, I will say that. They've been trading more frequently, and more plays are being made across the map, and it's getting traded out, which is a very good sign and a very healthy sign of a team that is still alive and kicking. Still a little concerning, not gonna lie. Like, the clutch potential when they have an advantage on Team True Ripper's side is insane, but even when they're in a deficit, I think they're able to make quick work of the enemy team. And Paradox, there you go, a beautiful shot onto Buster. That wall bang, man, you gotta love to see it. And Trap God trying to break into the site, make a little bit of noise on site C, see if he can bring someone over. But Valor not getting distracted, just biding their time and seeing where that takes them. Ripper still at an advantage with a 5-4.
Paradox now going to come face to face with Pasha Sahil. He got healed up. So, ooh, that was unfortunate for Pasha Sahil. He cropped up nicely for the headshot. Hunter gets straight back, but Crosshair is there for the reverse trade. And now the man advantage once again is going to be with Team Valor. Bullet doing well there to take down one tap guard.
Yeah, a Hunter's Fury was beautifully well done. It seemed like Crosshair was not respecting that at all. Instantly taken out. Or not Crosshair, sorry. Who did he take out? Was it not Crosshair?
Oh, this is trouble. This is trouble.
Oh, there you go, but oh gosh, there you go.
This is trouble. I don't think he can stick it. Oh!
So close. I saw him connect the head, but his cursor was just a little off. Stand on the spike.
That was so close for Team Valor, nearly securing a second round for themselves. But Team True Rippers,
I think Valor had to do that. Valor had to put that play. Had no other option.
They did, man. They did. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm just like Team True Rippers. Is it in the stars for them today? Is that what it is? Everything seems to be going their way tonight. The gunfights are going their way. The luck is going their way. Timing seems to be going their way. And Team Valor, man, they just can't seem to find their form in this match. The confidence seems to be lacking here. Surely a B-sided push this time around. One tap caught, getting a pick onto Pasha Sahil. And take a look at Team True Rippers. They've fully set up camp in B-side, and it's too easy. It is too easy for them at this point to get these plants down.
Players are shooting one smoke, and I do not understand if they just know.
No, that's scary.
If I was playing this game, I would be spam typing in chat. Are you hacking? Don't, dude, I'm not even joking. I'm like, so, yeah, sus, that's hardcore. But like, I'm watching these players and I can see that they just don't have an idea, because sometimes they'll just be blind firing into the smoke and there's nobody behind them. Consistent, they're consistent in shooting that smoke, and I like that. I really do, because no matter what the cost, they empty at least half a mag to ensure that there's not a team just, you know,
And now an A-sided push coming in from True Rippers. This time Crosshair is going to use his dog ability on a shot. Gets not much information. Buster elsewhere will take down Paradox. Nice little acknowledgement in the chat there from him.
Team Valor already had an advantage. Let's see if they're able to do something with that, if they can run with it or not. The sentry is going to get spotted soon. Maybe not. Yeah, there you go. He sees the clarity. Site C is completely open, and boom, there comes the push. The sky goes instantly for the plan. Crosshair wasting no time one bit, but gets instantly taken out by Buster, who now has eyes on the spike. And he can now see Master planting. And yep, Master gets tagged a little bit. Doesn't get too damaged. He gets tagged again. Oh, that is unfortunate, man. I know how annoying those Cypher traps are.
Oh, this could be trouble. This could be trouble for Relic here. No, he somehow survives, gets a pick as well onto Buster. Oh, Jin gets a couple back. He's now down to just Master.
Oh no, he's got reloading. Unfortunate. I think Master would have had the kill if he was not reloading. That was so unfortunate. So very unfortunate.
Master built it. I mean, it was a good astral cosmic divide, honestly. And Master in the end, I think he had way too much to do. He was under heaven all by himself, and like you rightly said, was stuck on that reload. So finally something's going the way of Team Valor tonight. 2-5. The scoreline still not looking good for them, Seth, but something finally that they can look at.
And you know that again, anything that Valor can get, they need to take. And this was another game that they could win. They went for it. They pushed. They were aggressive. They were the better team. Came out on top, and I'm proud of them, man. Like seriously, proud of them. I'm happy that they were making those plays like that. But again, Paradox still has a lot of beef and not yet done. So let's see if he's able to just annihilate this team again one by one and surgically remove them and show true to form why his team is called the True Rippers.
True Rippers is right tonight. They're truly ripping Team Valor apart. Said there has been quite a display so far. The AWP is out for Team Valor though, so Jin is holding down that A-shot position with the operator. Team True Rippers, however, fancying this B-side push once again. Bullet doing well to get one. Crosshair will be there to get the trade, and that is where Team True Rippers have been so good. They've been so on point with the trades. Hunter gets one tap.
There you go, the neural network comes in, instant sighting both players. There you go. Valor.
That's better.
I think they finally found their ground.
That's
yeah,
better.
3 for 5 in a way better spot than last game. Way better spot.
On my way.
Only going uphill for them, so they'll take anything and everything. And right now, you know, the small advantage they're really pushing, and I like that. I think that Team True Rippers were punished really hard for sticking too long in the mid site. I kind of don't see the point on a map like Haven where you can split so quickly into another site. To sit and stay for a while. A very tricky thing indeed.
And I think I might be saying this for the first time this whole match, but an eco round coming in for Team True Rippers. An eco round. This is the first time I'm seeing them in the need to save money.
There you go. I mean, they can afford to. They can afford to, and I think it might just be a good thing.
Oof, Buster.
Oh, Buster
Starting
finally
to look
coming
sharp.
back into form.
He's starting to look sharp again. This is the Buster from the last tournament that we recognized.
As well, and there you go, another one. And Master finally claims the vengeance on his teammate, but it's too late as Hunter takes a last shot. Just like that G, 4 players on the team side of Valor alive. Little annoying, but again, eco rounds, man. What are you gonna do?
Slowly but surely, Team Valor will rebuild. And if they can continue this momentum and take it into the second half, Seth, this is an attacking friendly map. This is an attack. So you would want to back the team that is attacking second, and that is going to be Team Valor. And if they can pull off at least 6 rounds in defense here, or even 5 for that matter, I think they might just back themselves for that second half. Jin with the operator on a shot.
I'm excited to see perform really, really well. There you go. Better Jet, man, this time. Jin taking absolute and complete vengeance for the last game on to the enemy Jet, namely Paradox. So tricky, but Buster gets instantly spotted. Oh man, will Buster... Oh, there goes his ultimate. Not that big of a sacrifice, but I would have loved him to see get a kill with that ultimate, but no worries. I think he still knows that Cypher might be walking in through there. So Cypher in that little cubby. Yep, there you go. He will get spotted and instantly gets mollied and taken out by Buster, who gets shot by Master, and then Pasha Style takes vengeance for his fallen comrade. Again, Valor looking crazy good right now. Like,
Jin has got the operator and he's gonna peek Master. Make no mistake. There you go. It is a 3K for Jin, nicely cleaning up side, and Team Valor will register round number 5 for themselves. Even Stevens after 10 rounds, 5-5 on the scoreboard.
There you have it, folks. We have a game in front of us, and I think Team Valor finally decided to take off their sleeping masks. The game.
I think so.
I'd be more happier for them.
I think they just needed a wake-up call, and I think that 13-0 sent was kind of a wake-up call. But
I mean, what else would be? That was just very sad. I know I'm ripping on them a little bit.
Me too. I mean, honestly, dude, they're one of my favorite teams, and here's what I'm saying. I'm okay with the team losing 13-0, but it's just the way they were losing those rounds was kind of disheartening, you know.
It was just, if you a trade or a tag, even if you like got it down to like 1 health, I would still be okay with it, but it was just not happening.
I agree. Ooh, True Rippers. Now see, now this is unacceptable. They cannot lose picks in an eco round. That is much better from Buster. Relic pulls back too with the Sheriff. And all of a sudden, this is a 2v2. It was an eco round from Team True Rippers, and it's a 2v2 now. Very doable. One tap even managed to get a Phantom on his hands, and Master's got the Hunter's Fury. If he survives, he does survive.
Master gets 3 body shots and G, man.
And a thrifty round. And coming back to what I was saying earlier, it is the rounds that Team Valor is losing like this. The rounds that should be in the bag, where the enemy is coming at you with a Sheriff and light shields. I think they just need to be a bit smarter about how they're setting themselves up. And Relic jumping in and getting 2 picks, Crosshair getting that first pick. I mean, those are the kind of mistakes that Team Valor definitely needs to avoid.
All I want to say is Master grabbed the op and he gave it to Paradox. So we're officially in for a treat through long C, because this man is about to start popping some headshots.
Let's go. There is no operator at C. In fact, it's going to be Bullet who's going to be coming up against Paradox in just a bit if he peeks him. Oh.
Gets a sight onto him, and will he get a pick? No, he does not. The Hunter's Fury just barely tags one guy. Unfortunate. Ultimate, indeed. I think we could have saved it for the spike, but hey, to each their own.
Cat's out of the bag now.
To accomplish anything in long C, yeah.
Cat's out of the bag. They heard the operator, and now they're not going to peek that C long at all. So Paradox has repositioned to Garage now, searching for a loose peek from Garage window. Bullet, maybe, considering it. No, he's going to go back. Buster's in Garage as well. They're going to play this one slow, it looks like. Take a look at Relic in Crosshair.
They're like... I mean,
set
Buster and Trap God were in a weird fight too, but there you go. Buster takes out Trap God. Master says no siree. Takes out Buster and avenges his fallen teammate. 4 versus 4. I think that's a Sky ultimate coming out, I think, very soon.
It was, and Paradox needs to be careful here.
30
Pasha
seconds
Sahil
left.
is up on the platform, and if he's not careful, Bullet will take down Paradox there. It was a very close angle. Bullet gets another.
One enemy remaining.
Hunter.
All in a tough spot. There you go, and he gets taken out by Hunter, who has angles on both his teams. This is
Switching sides.
a much better game than last game, and I think
this is so much
Valor
better
really
to
learned
watch.
their lesson, pulled their socks up. Yeah, I do not like. I think it might just be that substitute on Team True Rippers maybe not working out effectively, but they have an entire round, so I would not put past them to experiment a little. You know, sometimes you just need to know if this player can perform under pressure, and I think for the time being, Relic has been doing okay, if not the greatest. Like, been cleaning up kills left and right. The entry fraggers honestly not showing up on either team, but the Sova on either team, I don't understand what is it with Sovas on this map, but they just seem to be doing good.
Oh my goodness! I'm only just seeing this now. Masters on 15 and 6. He's having a good match.
He's having a fun time, dude.
Bullet on the other side as well, 13 and 10. So yeah, you're right. Looks like this is it's Sova's day out.
I love it. I love it. I mean, look, if Master is annoyed about last game and that rage is fueling this fire of victory, I think he should be angry more.
I think so too. I don't want to jinx it so early, Seth, but dare I say, are we going to see the first overtime in this tournament?
I'm okay with that. I would love to see an overtime. I think it really shows that two players are evenly matched, and for a team like this, from what we've seen in the past 3 rounds, I think these teams are evenly matched. But yet again, we've seen True Rippers absolutely annihilate the enemy team. So let's just wait and watch and bide our time and see what really happens. And 2 of them get spotted on long C or on C, and so now the team's gonna be rotating really quickly at Paradox.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, quick on the ghost.
C.
Instantly takes it out, and there you go. Team True Rippers defends the site at Valor. Man, a very, very tricky round. I think True Rippers have it in the bag with that 1 round of defense. You know, I know this is defender heavy. Haven has always been that kind of map, but
BYB fam.
I mean, I don't know what your views are, but yeah, I'm kind of putting my money on True Rippers here.
I mean, given recent form, right? and when I say recent form, I mean the 13-0 that we just witnessed. Obviously, I would put my money on Team True Rippers as well. But I mean, just for Team Valor for a second, I feel like they're perhaps being a bit too chaotic. You know, with their pushes. I feel like they can just be a little bit more systematic and clinical in their approach. And I don't know, man. I just feel like that might work out better for them. This round, they're actually waiting outside of every single site. And now Buster's going to come face to face, but no.
There you go, Paradox. I love that.
Every gunfight on the map is going the way of Team True Rippers right now. Pasha Sahil finally trades one.
1 enemy remaining.
I love the Trailblazer into the swing. I love plays like that. It just makes me feel so coordinated and in sync. And I call them pro moves, baby. You know, you got to do stuff like that to show why you're the best. I think Paradox has just spotted the enemy, and Bullet is unfortunately taken out by Master, who is just waiting for them, who just flung into the open arms of the enemy. Yeah, again, 2-round advantage, not that big a deal. I think Valor can still make it happen, but again, credit where credit's due, and Paradox played that exceptionally well. This man has been performing really, really well, and I want to see him drop fragging soon, because 3 more kills, man's gonna get his ultimate.
It's going to be a forced buy for Team Valor. They do have 3 players are going to be in with just half shields, but the priority is going to be given to those rifles. True Rippers on the other side with a 2-round advantage, feeling comfortable to just go in for a bonus round. 4 Spectres on them. One Tap God has made the investment to pick up a Phantom, and it looks like it's going to be an A-sided push. The commitment is there. Bullet gets the first pick on through Crosshair as Jin gets stuck in the Cypher trap, but somehow survives it. There's another trap right here.
Planting, they're planting, they know it. There you go, successfully planted Valor at a pretty good advantage right now.
3 players under heaven. Paradox will come face to face in just a bit. Gets taken down. Buster, this is a firing squad under heaven, and it is working pretty well so far. It is down to just one tap. Got the only player who had picked up a Phantom in this round from Team True Rippers. Might not be the worst idea in the world to save this. I'm not gonna lie. It's a 1v5, and Team Valor are looking a little bit hungry here after that first map.
Unfortunate indeed, and I think I don't know if Trap Card is able to make it, but man, yeah, too many people to deal with. That is just an unfortunate series of events that took place, and Valor finally finding their momentum into this round as the defenders.
Folks, if you are just tuning in, let me remind you guys that this is a 32-team tournament, a 32-team knockout that began a month ago, and now we are down to our final 8 teams. We had 2 quarterfinals so far. We had Weird Esports beating Exili yesterday, day before yesterday, and we had Reckoning Esports beating Salt Esports yesterday. So 2 semi-final slots have already been confirmed, and today these 2 teams are fighting for that 3rd semi-final spot. It's going to be one of these teams who will be facing off against one of the top 4 teams in the semi-final. And now Team Valor continuing this momentum, getting 2 picks early on. It is down to just the last 2 players. Paradox will be the only player along with Relic surviving. Now, scratch that.
Buster!
Starting to look good again. Relic.
Man, yeah.
Relic is coming with a Sheriff. Can he get Pasha Sahil here? Pasha Sahil is finally feeling comfortable on Astra. It does look like. I've always associated him as a Jet player. So in my mind, watching Pasha Sahil on Astra, it's a lot to take in. You know, it's taking a while for me to just digest that. And but yeah, coming back to the tournament, folks, this is a 1.5 lakh rupee prize pool tournament, and this is the best of 3. Team True Rippers were unstoppable in that first map, and it's 8-8 even Stevens here on Haven. If this match is won by Team Valor, we're going to be headed over to Icebox, which is the 3rd map for the day. And
I think, yeah, Valor really stepping into their shoes. Really nice to see Pasha Sahil and Buster kind of come back into their element. Yes, I would have loved to see Pasha Sahil on Top Dragon, but again, he's doing consistently well. Takes out Relic, but is instantly taken out by Trap God. 4 versus 4 for both the teams, and now we're seeing just a beautiful Trailblazer coming in, doing the same check and swing thing, I guess, with his friends, but is not able to find, unfortunately, anyone. But does get a lot of information off that he can relay to his team as the team instantly hovers back to site C, where Valor is waiting for him.
ooh, Paradox with the operator was waiting for a peek, and did he get that award? He does get tagged by the drone, but he knows no fear. He's going to go in for another peek. And now 3 versus 2 retake. All of a sudden, these 2 picks have made a huge difference. Buster now with the run it back. He's not going to get much mileage out of it, but if Bullet goes down here, it could be big. Bullet will stay alive, takes 2 down. He will still stay alive. It is down to just Master. He gets flashed. He chooses to not move his crosshair away and spray them down, but it did not work. And with that, Team Valor will register round number 9.
Bullet hit 2 of them. Smoke. That was the most nuttiest thing I've ever seen. This man single-handedly put the team on his back and said, "Let's go."
I think Master's view at that point was just like, I'm gonna hold down this angle, even if I get flashed. I mean, the flash is not gonna stop my bullets. I'm just gonna spray them down. But it wasn't to be, and Team True Rippers, we're seeing them do another eco here. 4 sheriffs and a marshal.
An eco round would be in the best interest of True Rippers. I think, you know what? Should just say screw it. And honestly, they do better on like thrifty rounds than they do.
They do seem to be.
But today, I guess Valor Hunter takes a beautiful kill onto 1.
It's just one of those days, Seth.
This is a funny day indeed. The sun is shining for me slowly and steadily, but it might be setting. Team True Rippers, who were so dominant in the first round, I think that I wouldn't even say they're struggling. They're just having a good game this round and not able to find those picks as they were able to last game.
Taking it slow. Team Valor, despite knowing that they don't have the weaponry. That Team True Rippers just doesn't have the same weapons they do. Despite knowing that, they're being very careful about this. And showing a lot of interest in this B site once again. I've seen Team Valor time and time again. They do seem to really enjoy doing this B-sided push. Relic is sitting in that smoke. It could be dangerous for him. Ooh!
Oh, he gets taken out by Relic, who just does not miss with that Sheriff, man. It's freaky deaky with that weapon. Scares the crap out of me.
Relic tried to stick that defuse, and now Valor.
After one tap crosshair. I was like, so quick. Holy crap. Yeah, like here we are.
A quick look at the scoreboard set. It looks like Team Valor's resurgence really seems to be led by Buster. And I think a lot of Team Valor's performance has to do with Buster having a good game. And I think you saw him on the first map. I think he was, with 3 kills at the end of the map, at the wrong end of the 13-0 the scoreline. I think it just took a while for him to get going. He does seem to be warmed up now. He's entry fragging the way his team needs him to, and he's looking good on 17 and 11. Bullet, I think once again strong performance from him, 16 and 13. Jin has been good, especially with the operator in his hands. He has been good. On the side of Team True Rippers, it's Master, the standout player for them so far, 18 and 11, dominating these gunfights. And Paradox there, sneaky little peek onto Jin. Gets the information about the operator and is quite happy to fall back. And Team Valor now favoring the A site in this particular round.
It's a pretty tricky matchup indeed, and I think Paradox, give that man an op and he will show you the ways of clutch potentials and these one-tap plays. But yeah, right now I think the team is really struggling a little bit. True Rippers trying to find their zone again, and they got a whole Phantom and Vandal buys. I think if they win this round, there might be an op coming in for Paradox. True to form every single time. His ultimate's ready too, so if he wants to just go for that, I know that knives hurt a lot, and they have amazing accuracy and amazing precision play. So looking forward to that. The Hunter's Fury comes out, gets the tag onto
Ooh!
Hunter. Oh my god, Valor just absolutely obliterated the True Rippers and any hope that they might have had.
Now this is the team that I came to watch, Seth. That is the team. A 5v5 retake and ended up being a flawless round. The way they rained down Hellfire into that CT position, that was unreal. And that's more like it. That is more like it. That's the Team Valor that I want to see.
This goes here.
Look, Team Valor, they've done great. They've always been like, I mean, they're tournament favorites for crying out loud, man. You don't just win 2 tournaments just back to back. That takes a lot of skill, a lot of effort. So I knew this team had it in them. It was just a matter of when they decided to go up. And right now, yeah, they're feeling like they're in the best form they ever can be. Fighting an exceptionally really balanced team as well. I think each and every individual in Team True Ripper should be proud of themselves. Like, they're doing really, really good. But again, too early to call. In my opinion, it's only a 3-round advantage, but we'll see.
Couple of picks exchanged though. Team True Rippers is on an eco. Let's not forget, Paradox does have the Blade Storm, and Jin is not aware that he is here, and Crosshair will take him down. Can he get 2? Team True Rippers.
Wow,
Team Valor just had to be a bit more aware, and I think Buster with another tech issue perhaps getting taken down. A 9th round registered on the board for Team True Rippers. And once again, Seth, I'm saying this again, Team Valor cannot be losing those rounds. They cannot be losing rounds when True Rippers is going to be on their eco buy. That's just not on for Team True Ripper. I guess when Jin was coming back onto A site, I don't know from where the assumption came that the site was available. Both Crosshair and Paradox were actually on A site, and I think they just need to be better there. Team Valor just needs to be a bit more composed. They need to talk to each other a bit better. The communications need to be better, because you cannot afford to lose rounds like those. Honestly, this should have been 12-9. This should have been 12-8. And match point.
I mean, Yeah, dude, like Hunter showed up, man. Hunter straight up was like, I'm not having it, and then later on, like True Rippers just instantly was like, yep, let's go to work. And so both teams firing back and forth. I think Hunter clearly was the clutch guy last game. He did a lot for his team, and I think clutching that entire round was perfection. So Valor looking in pretty good form, but True Rippers, honestly, the people that I'm kind of looking out for. My tournament not my tournament favorite, but like my game favorite right now, for them to kind of win this because they have those nutty headshots, those flicks, especially who perform exceptionally well during under high stress. So you've got all the makings of a great team. Now it comes down to just a point of how they get it done.
Agreed. And now Team True Rippers, take a look at that. They've picked up a free operator. Jin's operator was a gift. I hope he didn't forget to gift wrap that up, because that is what it was. Crosshair is now holding that operator for which he's paid nothing. The investment is zero from Team True Rippers side. And on the side of Team Valor, I mean, I don't think they're too concerned about economy at this point. Honestly, take a look at that. A couple of the players are actually on 9,000 credits, so I don't think it's an issue, but Team Valor just cannot afford to give away those kind of rounds, and I'm afraid for them. I think they still might get away with this map, but come Icebox, I think the margin for error set is going to be extremely slim. Folks, if you're just tuning in, these two teams are fighting for a spot in that semi-finals berth. Right, we are in the quarterfinals. So far, Weird Esports have confirmed that they have moved to the semi-finals. We've had yesterday Reckoning Esports. What a performance that was, set yesterday against Salt. Something that we were not expecting. Both Tyler and me did think that Team Salt was looking strong, but Reckoning Esports were absolutely unstoppable. And today is a toss-up. Honestly, Seth, it's kind of hard to predict where this match is going to go. Team True Rippers showing up in that first map, 13-0 on Ascent. Wow. Team Valor losing 13-0. I would not. If you told me yesterday that Team Valor is going to lose 13-0 in a League Ego match.
I just got disconnected. I got to reconnect again. I don't know what happened that game, but it just threw me out. So
I can hear you fine though. I think you're good.
No, I mean my internet's good. The Valorant disconnected. It just said like your connection timed out, or I don't know if the spectator thing is an idle timing or anything.
I don't think that should be an issue. Yeah, but I mean I was just saying, Seth, just before you disconnected, that what a topsy-turvy match this has been so far. 13-0 in the first game,
agree.
And all of a sudden Valor's looking like they're showing up. So I mean Icebox, the margin for error is going to be extremely slim.
Oh, 100%. Again, Icebox, one of those maps where you can easily do a 1v5. Definitely one of those maps where you're able to get those early picks by just walking down. What is that hallway called right next to the attacker side?
Oh, you mean on
Icebox? Yeah.
Oh, you mean the tube?
Room.
You mean the tube in mid?
Yeah.
Next to the kitchen?
Tube.
Yeah.
And getting a Sage, a Sage who walls off that kitchen.
Yeah.
That is the key to winning Icebox, and I've seen time and time again players not respect the kitchen.
I mean, we're gonna have to see, because investing an agent pick, like going with Sage, I don't know, man. I mean, we have to see. In fact, it might not be such a bad idea for us to take it. There you go.
Isn't Strokey?
Strokey does play Sage, and what we're looking at right now,
there you go, yeah.
Seth, Icebox, the most common agent composition for them is Drainer, Viper, Cypher, Sage, and Sova. So there you go. I'm not surprised to see that there's going to be a Sage on there.
And very heavy aggression, yeah. Like that.
And I wonder if Team True Rippers, if their agent composition on Icebox is similar, and I don't know if they might even have a Sage on there.
I don't know, man, what they're gonna do, but I'm really excited for them to finally go do it. I'm really excited to see if they pull out Strokey, because if they win this match, maybe Strokey's their nuclear deterrent, and just like that, we're back in the game as the countdown counts down from 18 seconds on. And folks, we're about to see a great game, and if Team Valor win this round, there's just one more, and they can taste the sweet victory. 2 more, and they can taste the sweet victory.
And then we're headed to Icebox.
Yeah, 2 more. Yeah.
Folks, if
Definitely
you're
one of my most look forward map.
Me too. Folks, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Join our Discord server. We do drop reels every other day on Instagram, mostly of highlights from these tournaments. It's some fun stuff, so make sure you guys are following us on all those socials. But yeah, back to the game.
Yeah, again, both teams giving each other the respect that they deserve. Smoke coming out on garage doors. Crosshair's got his eyes on it. Each team defending a site very carefully. You know, team Rippers, Paradox, and Master all watching that site B. But I think they've got an inkling of they might not be coming there. Smoke starts dropping on point A, and they're just rushing to sites A. All of these players. A blind comes out, and there you go! True Ripper Relic absolutely showing why he was substituted for this very reason, and he might be evening the odds for his team right now. And if, man, they have eyes on Spike, this is looking like a very tough thing
30 seconds left.
Team Valor.
It's a 1 versus 5.
I don't know. Paradox has the op now, so it's definitely not looking too hot for Team Valor right now. As JN very, very, very scared. He decides to move. I think Paradox has him.
I think he does, and I think the move here is definitely 100% to save this Phantom, no matter what it costs. He doesn't even have a dash, so I don't think he can get out of this position. That's a lucky Sky Flash.
Sit in the cubby.
Just gotta wait this one out.
Save your gun.
Wait this one out. That's right.
Sit in the cubby, save your gun. No shame in that, brother.
No shame in
the
that.
odds have been evened. This is, yeah. You think this might just be a round that will go into overtime?
I don't know, man. I mean, again, once again, I think Team Valor, you know, they had this game in the hand again. You know, they've had Team True Rippers against the rope, and I think what they're struggling to do is just deliver that crushing blow. You know what I mean? And I think that's what really separates the good from the great. You need to be able to know when to pull that trigger and, you know, finish things off. And I think that's where Team Valor just need to be a bit more clinical. It's still not over. They can still do it because there are 2 rounds left. They still have a couple of opportunities.
They're running, dude. They're running to A. Is already infiltrated, but Relic again shows you can't push me like that, bro. But Bullet's like, not today, buddy. You tried that move again, and I cannot have that in my watch. My friends are watching me play. 4 versus 4. Valor and the Rippers. Let's see who comes out on top. And there you go. He gets spotted. Paradox apparently doesn't take the shot, but it takes here. Takes the shot and is instantly taken up a Bullet. I love how these things are these picks are getting traded left and right. Let's see if Paradox is able to find Cypher, or sorry, Hunter. Yep, there you go, Paradox. Beautiful kill on the Buster. But Hunter instantly takes out Paradox with a beautiful wallbang. Let's see, Tap God. Come on, buddy. We've seen you play. He be able to take out the enemy so bad. And there you go. He won't be as Hunter swings and takes out Trap God. Master. Oh, Master, you genius! But it's instantly taken out by Bullet as attackers have now won.
That would have made the highlight reel. I'm not gonna lie. If Master turned around and landed the second headshot as well.
Flicked it. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't to be.
I was waiting for that.
Team Valor will pick up match point.
Yeah, just like that, it might just be over. But again, I think this might be an overtime game.
Yikes.
Maybe.
You don't say.
I think so. I have a strong feeling. I just saw them push very aggressively, and I think they're ready for a push like that again if they decide to do that. But we'll see. Relic was exceptional. I think he pulled the trigger a little bit faster.
Yeah.
A little bit of trigger discipline. I think he would have gotten two kills there.
No, yeah, for sure. Relic's been good. Master here
is taken out by Master. Bullet. He find another. Oh God, Bullet! No, he didn't.
Paradox dashes out of there just in time. He's gonna get the heal as well. Both these players will in fact get the heal from Crosshair. And now repositioning. Team True Rippers repositioning to this A site. But hang on, the spike's going C. And Hunter gets the neural theft out as well. So they're gonna get a site pretty much without a fight, and this is always a bonus for an attacking team. This could be difficult. Take a look at Jin. Jin, you
I was
lurker.
gonna say Jin is
You lurker. No, he will be
gets taken
punished.
out by Relic.
He will be punished by
There you
Relic,
go,
and
another neural.
Pasha Sahil doing well here, getting a couple of picks. Crosshair and Paradox going down. It is down to just the last two players for Team True Rippers, both on CT here. It's Relic and Master. They need to navigate somehow this retake. Couple of players in Cubby, Hunters all the way in long. There are no ultimates available for either team, at least as of now.
Last player standing.
Oh!
And that will be the GG set.
Win.
That will
I
be
don't
the
know why
GG.
Cypher. The Cypher stuck it at the worst moment possible when his friend was swinging. I think should have aimed with his friend and gotten a kill or two. Unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. But Team Valor finally showing up. I mean, we're happy to see that. We're happy to see a good performance from them. There was a time once again today when Team True Rippers started to build that momentum, and Seth, you and me were like, wait, not again. But Team Valor doing pretty well for themselves. Have managed to pick up this map. 13-10 going to them. I think a fair scoreline at the end of that performance, perhaps?
No, for sure. Unfortunately, I got kicked out of the account again. It gave me a queue time dodge and instantly said that Valorant is shutting down. So I am having a technical issue on my side. So unfortunately, I won't be able to look at the scoreboard. But yeah,
No
I
worries.
believe that it's riddled with Valor's stats. and Team
it
Valor
is.
finally showing up.
I can help you out there. Bullet is leading this chart. 21-15 on the Sova. He's going to be the match MVP for this second map. 3 first bloods to his name. So doing really well. Buster, I think he started to find his form in between, but I think he had a few tactical issues on his side as well. Master from Team True Rippers looks like he was a standout player on their team. 23-14 for him. 3 first plus there as well. And Jin, not too far away. 17-12 for him. Hunter. Team Valor finally looking much better in Haven than they did on Ascent. And I am super excited for Icebox, folks. That's what this means. It means that we are headed over to Icebox next. We will be going into a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. This match is all tied 1-1 and the tiebreaker is going to be at Icebox. We'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere. I don't know if Kakoti says you guys are here to change the scene and fill the voids. Let's go. Am I right, Lenny? That's what we're about.
Bro.
That's what we're about.
100%. Okay, listen. 3 years ago, you talked about a toxic environment. Like, we're not talking about toxic, right? Like, that's in the past, right? Just that, like I talked about, like making mistakes, learning from it, doing it better. Well, you know what? We're gonna do it better, right? You show up, you just walk with us because we're walking with you.
Axel is on the wraparound here. Gets the first pick on Sway. Mindfuck, what are you doing? You know who Shreya is. Okay, you're the 100 ping monster from Australia. That's what people call you. Okay?
I've been playing Valorant since the beta days, had a lot of experience in CSGO as well, played that semi-professionally in India as well as in Australia.
Question. Any thoughts on Chamber?
I think Chamber is going to be very interesting for the crackhead sentinel aimers like myself. I think that playing Killjoy, playing Cypher has been a little bit tough.
What would you say is your message to these kids, like these aspiring young kids in the scene who want to make it big in esports?
And I get it. I know that school sucks. I know that parents are annoying. They tell you to go to sleep early. They tell you to eat on time, even though you're in a tank game. But keep this in mind that the sooner you get that done with, the happier you'll be. And for Indian parents, it was very tough for me as well. I mean, I still to this very date. I mean, I'm now 19. Pursuing this passion of mine, and I'm getting paid well for it, but my mom still is gonna come from behind, hit me on the head and be like, go to bed, it's enough of games, close it, no more. Hi, my name is...
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. If you are just tuning in, we are halfway through this best of 3. This is the third quarter final, folks, between Team True Rippers and Team Valor. Seth, what have we witnessed so far? It has been such a topsy-turvy game. Team True Rippers, complete domination on Ascent in map number 1. Team Valor making a comeback on map number 2. It's all tied up 1-1, and we are headed over to Icebox for that tiebreaker.
Yeah, I love it. I think Icebox is the true equalizer. Like, think you might be doing good until you meet them at Icebox, and then things just take a turn for the worse. So, really excited for Icebox. I've not really seen either team on Icebox. I think Valor maybe has played Icebox. I can't really recall the top of my head, but yeah, I have no idea going in if Valor is going to be the one who's going to be taking this over or not. But if not, I think Team True Rippers, true to form, look really, really good on a spread out map. Icebox not so much spread out, but a little bit on like the space advantage, kind of like similar to Ascent. So I would say that True Rippers should have an advantage, seeing from game 1 with the total domination they had against Team Valor. So could just be, again, that Valor just gave them one round just so that they would be happy about it. And, group of friends playing can always lead to some funny moments.
It can. It was a little bit scary there on Ascent. Yeah. We saw them getting steamrolled. But hey, I have something exciting for Team Valor fans in the chat. These are the stats, Seth. I'm sure you can see them on Discord. These are the stats for Team Valor in the last 60 days in all South Asian tournaments. And it looks like Icebox is the second favorite map for them right after Split, where they have, by the way, 67% win rate on Split. So I guess Team True Rippers really did well with making sure that map was banned from this particular map pool. But Icebox is still going to be on there. And statistically speaking, on the side of Team True Rippers, Icebox isn't on their top 3 at all. It's going to be Split, Ascent, and Haven, which from this you could conclude that they have less than a 46% win rate on Icebox. And just based off of that alone, the numbers do seem to tell us that the odds are in the favor of Team Valor, at least based on the performances of both these teams in the last 60 days. In the South Asian scene.
I mean, Icebox and Breeze, I think, will always be one of those coveted maps that you just do not know how well your team will perform and where you can do, because these are maps with those consistently like bizarre entry points and like just weird angles, and it can screw up an entire thing. And I still remember to this day when Icebox was first launched, people thought it was the most unbalanced map prevalent. They just had no sort of place to kind of put them. Like, Icebox was like that coveted map that if you got, it was just a toss-up between what is going to happen and what is not going to happen. And so, a little tricky there when it comes to maps like that. I'm always like, maybe it is the true equalizer where it puts people on the level playing field, knowing that, like, hey, you got to watch all your corners, and this is the true display of talent and skill on this map. And if you're able to pull through, you're pulling through. Like, you're a player of that caliber for sure. So definitely looking forward to seeing that. I think Valor already pulled like their weight in the last match. A close game indeed, but they won by 3 rounds. So I think they're in a good spot. Winning by 3 rounds is still a pretty bold statement, but again, not enough breathing room for Valor to be like, all right, I think we're good.
Yeah, and a little bit disappointed to not see Strokey tonight once again. But any thoughts on Paradox? And we spoke about how he has been such a standout player lately. I think he was really good on Ascent in the first map. Not so great in that last map. However, Paradox not finding the best form.
Yeah, honestly, Paradox, great player. Like, entry fragger wise, the Jet main, can totally see that. The man has been ruthless. Do not give this guy an op, for the love of God. Like, he will pop heads left and right. And this man just showed time and time again. The way the team was playing around him was also extremely good. I know we need to give credit where credit's due, but his friends, when they knew he had the op, would rather swing than him swinging, shooting, and dashing away. And I think that's a smart thing to do, because he might get tagged out, and using their bodies as shield, they would try to get Paradox a kill. But it was never in vain. Paradox always seemed to deliver it with the shot, and I think that speaks a lot of volumes about the guy, that he's got the clutch factor in. It's just a matter of time how he's able to take out maybe more than 2 kills and give his team those advantages once he starts getting the Marshal or the Op or even the Sheriff and enters around through that.
Yeah, and I fully expect to see him once again on the Jet. Anything else would be less than ideal, I think, for Team True Rippers. But just looking at his stats, I mean, you talked about how good of a player he is. And, I mean, these stats speak for themselves. But not just this, I've also seen him on the leaderboard for TEC Gauntlet. He was right up there, right next to VLT's Deathmaker, who is an iconic Jet player from India, maybe right after SK Rossi. I mean, Deathmaker's name is right up there. And Paradox was number 2 in terms of the number of MVPs that they've won. And just looking at these stats as well, 23% headshots, clutch success of 13%. Personally, for me, I always get excited when I see that stat. I was asking my team, what does that mean? Clutch success percentage, 13%. So it's basically the number of times. It's a probability of how possible it is that he turns the round in the team's favor when the odds are against him. And I was thinking about that, and I thought, hey, 13% seems like it's a bit high. And I think if that was my number, I would be pretty happy with that. But for now, it's the time for speculation is over. Seth, it is now.
Is Pasha Style going with the Sage?
Yes, sir. It does look like it.
I told you, man. I told you. Sage is so important covering and walling that kitchen. She is a necessity.
Absolutely, and I mean, still a bit disappointed that he's not on the Jet, but I guess Jin is the designated Jet main in this team, and so I'm okay with that. But I agree with you. I think a Sage on Icebox is huge.
Yeah, Jin has been good. I like Jin on Jet, and he hasn't given me anything to complain about. The man has been consistent. It's always a duel between him and Paradox every single time they come face to face. It's just a matter of who's got the fastest fingers, man. And apparently, yeah, like the bet is still ongoing, and I think hopefully the winner of this round will finally prove it, as Paradox won first round, and also proving very clearly why he was the hard carry of the team. So yeah, going to Icebox, the true display of talent. All eyes are on these two top fraggers. But the Reyna pick, can we talk about the Reyna pick?
I was just going to.
I
was just going to. I mean, I always say this, man. Reyna is. People ask me who's your main agent, and I'm like, the heart says, the brain says Killjoy, but the heart says Reyna. Because Reyna, man. Reyna is Reyna. And it's
the overheal,
the dismiss, the Empress. I mean, on the Empress, and if you're popping off, you can kill 5 people, dude. You can just dismiss, undismiss, headshot, dismiss, undismiss. And I'm personally excited to see One Tap playing that, because One Tap is a player who is fearless, and I mean, sometimes his plays don't work out, but I just really like the way he pushes in, his confidence, and I think that's the kind of player that needs to be playing on the arena. On the side of Team Valor, I think a single duelist setup, a double sentinel setup for them, so they're going to have a Killjoy in the form of Buster, and True Rippers have opted for the double duelist setup, so just one sentinel, one controller, and one initiator. So Team True Rippers arguably with a more attacking lineup, and Valor coming in with a more defensive lineup. It's going to be fun to see how it all pans out. This first round looks like A is the push. There is one player outside of B. It is Relic.
Paradox. Paradox finds
a
kill on Jin, but Hunter finds a kill as well, and that's Team Valor favored right now with a 4 for 3. Paradox over here still lurking, or still looking with it, holding that angle. Pachasile might be in his crosshairs next, unless he's patient, which would reward him incredibly. Spike has now been planted. Team Valor in a little bit of a frenzy, not knowing what to do, and Buster gets... What the heck? Buster had that.
Master does well.
Yeah.
Master does well though. Gets 2 before getting traded out, and now it's a 2 versus 2 situation.
Enemy remaining.
Scratch that.
Beautiful
Make it
kill
a
by
1
Paradox.
versus 2 situation.
Oh no, he gets taken out. But instantly, Team True Rippers, true to form, take that first round. Crosshair clutching it for his team.
Doing well in the end. It was a 1 versus 2 situation. It was always going to be in favor for Team True Rippers, who will pick up that first map, getting off the mark. First round, my apologies. And now Team Valor will be coming in with what looks like Sheriff buys here and there. And not a big investment. And on the side of Team True Rippers, it's going to be Spectres all around, if I'm not wrong. Yep, it looks like Spectres all around. Paradox might be saving. Paradox might be saving for an AWP, and I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah, no, me too. I think that man has consistently shown why he needs to be given the AWP time and time again. But there you go. Not dropping like flies just yet, but a lot of shots being fired and none connecting so far. A little scary. Trap God takes out Jin. That's expected. A sheriff into a Spectre. Yeah. Oh, Paradox. He has these beautiful
I saw that.
where he's just sitting on top. And
It doesn't matter.
I don't know if I'm watching Valorant or Halo.
It doesn't
but
matter.
Buster is caught in like the worst moment reloading, and man. Yeah, you gotta hate to see that. That's just a terrible, terrible moment.
A good round in the end for Team True Rippers, though they did end up saving 3 of those 4 Spectres. And we'll be going in for an a bonus round, my apologies. 1-tap God, though. Doesn't think much of that. He's going to go in for a full buy. And Paradox...
I was going to say, the fraggers went for it, man. They didn't even care.
They don't care, yeah. They're going to buy those guns.
Yeah.
And Paradox might be saving for an operator. We thought about that, but Team Valor is the team that's going to be defending. So also, the question equally applies. When is Jin going to get an operator?
I don't know, but I think it's looking pretty dire the way he's performing as Traplat takes out Bullet. The Viper smoke spreading through like a massive scourge. What are they gonna do? I think Paradox holds these angles beautifully from the top, and Hunter might just get spotted.
No,
and there you go,
Paradox.
Hunter is out! There comes down the smoke, and very unfortunate.
How is Paradox doing this every round? Every single round he's been doing this. You have to expect that he's there again, surely, Seth.
I would not want to be. I don't like Paradox if I was on Team Valor. Like, this man is dismantling my team left and right, not giving any mercy. Paradox in a little bit of an iffy spot as Jin just ran past behind him, but I don't think he needs to worry about that Jet anymore, as Spike is well planted, as Jin might be looking to save. But Paradox, a little bloodthirsty, if I might say so myself.
He is.
He's watching that angle, and that shipping container might be looking like a kill unless he peeks in the wrong. And there you go. Jin takes him out. Bad crosshair placement, but at least now they know where he is, and that might just be a save.
That's another. Ooh, this is getting expensive. This is getting expensive for Team True Rippers.
A little scary, mate.
That was an expensive push, unnecessary one at that.
Yeah, very unnecessary, but I think the Reyna was the one who should not have died, and she did exactly that, as her economy rating was in the tank if she did. But you know what, like, she did good. I'm happy about it.
Well,
maybe they could afford it.
Yeah, I mean, Jin does end up saving the Phantom, but the economy for Team Valor is not looking great for all the others, because it's going to be an eco for them nonetheless. So unless Jin does something spectacular here, this is looking like another round in the back for Team True Rippers.
So the problem right now for Valor is they now realize that Paradox hovers on these shipment boxes, and once he is able to hover, he is able to tag people very quickly. And so I think that Jin right now is sitting on those shipment boxes waiting for Paradox to do it. But I think Paradox, a smarter person, has an idea and instantly I think he communicated to his team that the enemy Jet might be going for those plays as well, as the Sage was quick on her fingers, instantly takes out Jin, and it's instantly a 4 versus 2, massive advantage to Team True Rippers. let's see if they're able to make quick work of this round as well.
One
Valor
tap.
Hunter kind of looking
Look
for that.
at one tap's
third.
position.
Oh my god, one tap.
He went all the way around and he's going to be face to face with Hunter in just a bit.
Yep.
And will get that pick as well. A 3K for him as a 4th round comfortably on the board for Team True Rippers, edging closer and closer to that semi-final spot set. Team Valor must be feeling the jitters.
The way they're playing, I have no idea how they can have a less than 50% win rate on Icebox. It is baffling. Like, Paradox in the first 2 rounds just hovered over boxes getting these kills. As I watched in awe, not knowing if this was a Valorant tournament or I was watching Halo. So,
Yeah, no cap, man.
that's that.
Another A-sided push. It does look like once again.
I mean, hey, it's worked out for them consistently. Like, time and time again, Tap God and Paradox have shown us that, you know, you don't mess with them over here.
Full buys from both teams. Full buys. So this is a big round. This round is going to be hotly contested.
Stevens. Oh, the Empress coming out from Trap God. Will he be able to make quick work of this? He taps Jin, but is not able to get a kill as he's walking very slowly. Jin gets tagged. Oh, Jin runs away from the fight.
Jin is like 10 HP.
Yeah, he's 1 HP. He's getting healed. I think.
Oh, he's getting
Sage-
healed. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Both teams have a Sage, and I think this is pretty beneficial for both teams. Let's see if he's able to make a play. And there you go, Pasha Sile showing that the best Sage wins. Oh my goodness, Trap God. Beautiful kill. The Empress instantly spots 2 enemies. Is he gonna be able to get a kill?
He gets another. There's the Empress I was talking about. There's the Empress. That is why. That is why you have a Reina on the team. One tap God, living up to his name. One tapping a couple of these enemies, and more importantly, on the Reina Empress is looking unstoppable. 9 and 2. Look at Paradox and one tap God just between the both of them. Look like they have more kills than all the team members of Valor combined at this point.
Man, you know, it's funny because people are like, moments can be described as memories, and all I can tell you was that moment was as juicy as me going into a barbecue nation and getting all I can eat buffet. And that is how it looked like for that raid. I just went for it, man.
And once again, Team Valor against the ropes. Buster's going to buy a Naked Vandal, but everybody else is going to be on an eco round. 3 Sheriffs. Jin does have his Blade Storm. Now, can he make this one? Can he make his Blade Storm count? Now, in terms of returns, at least 2 or 3 kills from this Blade Storm could mean the Team Valor has a shot at this round.
And oh no, he gets spotted. Oh no, Reina's caught reloading by Buster. Very well done by Buster, who instantly swings and turns Hunter on a beautiful lurk. Paradox rezzed by Master over here. The Sage play is coming in. A 4 versus 4. A little bit of an advantage to Team True Rippers. Oh, sorry.
Ooh,
Yep,
Valor doing well.
Yeah.
Getting a couple of more
just
picks.
Freaking destroying. 2 versus 2. I'd say advantage still True Rippers with an entry fragger. Let's see if Viper can make quick work out of this. Killjoy might be able to use her ultimate. Hunter watching for that kill play.
1 enemy
It
remaining.
does not get that. Paradox instantly shuts it down. Plants a spike. Just like that, the Viper wall comes out. Oh, he gets tagged though.
He does. Unfortunate.
Tagged. Yeah, Paradox not messing around. Really looking for that cheeky play. But again, Icebox, man, the true evil. But instantly gets spotted out now. Both members know where to look up. And there you go. Relic will say, not today, buddy. Better Viper wins. It is funny seeing these mirror agents. So he asked him, yeah, did he see the gun? And that's how he was able to get a kill. And that is very unfortunate, but I'm happy that Collision works beautifully like that. And Riot, you know, love companies who are able to make nifty plays like that, because definitely shows you the amount of time and effort they put into developing a game such as this.
Alright, so Seth, it's time to ask the question. Do we need to press the panic button? Does Team Valor need to press the panic button now?
You know, I would have waited one more round to say that, because they still look pretty evened out. But with the way True Rippers has been playing, if this keeps like becoming the trend, maybe so. Yeah, Hunter looking, and then Relic. I think Relic sees him. What? I think Relic saw the silhouette, but he did not react. And Valor Hunter got a very good kill off of that, as Buster gets another kill, and just like that, True Rippers in a slight disadvantage very quickly over here.
Master
Hunter
does get
running.
detained now. Can Crosshair keep him alive? I think he will. And Pasha Sahil will get the revive on Jin as well. So back to a 2 versus 4 this round. Surely it should be with Team Valor. Surely.
That surely should be with Team Valor. We've seen them perform time and time again, so it's a matter of if they're able to make that happen again.
Jin's got the op as well on Heaven. I mean,
30 seconds left.
no.
Master gets a beautiful kill after that dart tag by the Sova. Sova gets taken out by Jin, who now has an op. Very scary indeed as Pasha Sahil finishes off the Sage for a better Sage badge once more, and just like that, I don't think the panic button will now be hit. That is still advantage Team True Rippers, but if anything, that round should show you that this can go any side very quickly. I don't even think that too many ultimates were committed that round, so yeah.
6-1, 6-1. I mean, Team Valor can most definitely do a comeback from here, but just in terms of pure mindset, I think Team True Rippers are feeling themselves. They're feeling good about their attack. I think they're done with A site, honestly. Paradox will pick off Pasha Sahil. That was a sneaky play.
Beautiful kill.
They've done A site 6 rounds in a row, and all of a sudden 4 of these players are heading mid. And take a look at one tap God. He is going to come face to face with Hunter in a second.
Oh, Reyna gets absolutely obliterated by Hunter.
Unfortunate for him that the turret spots him out. And it sort of alerted Hunter that there is a player pushed up all the way. And now Crosshair is watching this angle. Might come face to face with Hunter in a bit.
I think Hunter might get a kill. Oh, he does get a kill.
Great reaction.
Go.
Great reaction.
It was a little bit of a late reaction on Master's side. Again, like I said, this team is... Look, they're doing exceptionally well. They're really, really doing well. True Rippers clearly have a mountain to climb, but... And let me tell you this. That Sova has been clutching this match all game. And a Viper and a Sova are still a pretty deadly combo to deal with. So.
Especially because Crosshair's got his ultimate available. The Hunter's Fury is an option. He needs to get this pick though. Buster.
Buster takes him out. And
holding a
like
very
takes out Buster.
Such a sneaky off angle, and Hunter, he was getting baited out by Relic. He took the bait, but he wins the gunfight. And a second round in the board for Team Valor. 6-2 on the scoreboard, Seth.
So tricky, but I really think Valor have it in the bag. They're fighting their footing, and I think Team True Rippers might be getting a little bamboozled on where to look and when to look because of the way this map is built. It is so open and so tricky, and these angles and corners that you have to check are massive, so you can never truly be prepared for Icebox. But like I said, it's a great equalizer, so whoever wins on this map truly deserves the victory and all.
One tap God taking down Jin. The operator is down. Bullet gets a trade onto Paradox. Pulls out the Hunter's Fury now. Does Crosshair. I think he gets a couple of tags on players.
Yeah, but it instantly healed as... Oh my god.
Ooh, Bullet and Pasha Sahil doing well to pull back a couple of picks there. And now, Bullet will pull out his own ultimate as Relic will take down Buster with a util kill. And this was an almost fully util battle on A side. There was ultimate after ultimate, but Team Valor doing brilliantly to hold on to side at the end. The plant went down, Seth, but the gunfights, I think Team Valor just did much better.
Yeah, I think Team True Rippers are pulling the trigger a little bit too soon. I think they're a little bit too... If they're a little bit patient, they'll be fine. I think the pressure... I don't know why, if so, the pressure might be building onto them. I don't think it should be. I think they're perfectly fine. Yes, the op is on the enemy team, which is very scary and very tricky to deal with. But nonetheless, Jin hasn't been doing too great with it. He is still bottom fragging, whereas Hunter has been the consistent lurker / cheeky player, whereas Paradox, if he gets his hands on that op, this might be over for them. And I think maybe True Rippers might be focusing on the mindset of getting the op and just getting it to Paradox.
Perhaps so, but once again, Team True Rippers making a lot of presence felt in A site. Jin does have the operator open. He's waiting for that peek. Paradox, I think they're aware. Once again, Paradox. Once again, that same spot, Seth. He is once again boosted up, and this time he's got company. One Tap was with him. One Tap will sneak in and steal a kill.
He just went in, killed, and got out. Did you? Oh my gosh, that was insane.
Try to get the trade as well, and out comes the Empress. A 4 versus 4 retake is on the cards. Jin still with the operator, peeking like a hawk, searching for a pick here.
Oh, there you go, and he knows the op is right above him as the Jet instantly gets a beautiful kill, drops down, takes out One Tap God, and Hunter brings out the Toxin. Let's see if the enemy team pushes.
Trying to piece that together.
A blind fire, very
What?
done, and Bullet. Yeah,
Bullet just
amazing,
peeked.
amazing.
Did he just time that peek perfectly?
I think he timed it. I think he timed it the minute the spray died.
Oh my
And that was
gosh.
wonderfully done. Wonderfully done by Hunter and Bullet.
Well, it's glimpses of such brilliance that we see from Team Valor that makes us believe that they are most definitely contenders for winning this championship. But hey, there's a new contender in town, and their name is True Rippers. What a performance we've seen from them tonight. I mean, not just the 13-0 on Ascent, but even if just by way of eliminating Team Valor from this quarterfinals, I mean, it's a statement. They are the current champions, and they are at the risk of being dethroned tonight. Team True Rippers wants to make that trophy their own.
Scanning ahead.
No, and they are fully equipped, so I think Valor is just in a very good spot right now. If they close this gap and get that advantage, I think True Rippers might be in a lot of hot water because the mental will we just lost a 5-round lead.
Yeah,
but I think they just need to calm down, and they definitely have it in them.
Right. There's a Gen Z Aman in the chat. Seth, this is a good one. Gen Z Aman in the chat says his prediction for this first half is 8-4 to Team True Rippers. Are you gonna do you agree with him?
You know, honestly, I do. I've had that inkling too, so I don't know if we're just synced in thought, but I think True Rippers definitely has that. I don't know why One Tap God pushed that aggressively, but advantage True Rippers right now. I have a strong feeling once that spike is planted. Oh god, Buster.
Doing well.
Definitely not giving them round
Useful.
three.
Yeah, useful pick there. Now 3 versus 3 retake. This is more doable. Buster will pull out the lockdown, and Paradox was waiting.
Oh no, Paradox was waiting for him. Bro, you can't do stuff like that.
You cannot do that. You cannot do that. And take a look at Relic's. Take a look at Relic's lurk. Take a look at this. He breaks the lockdown, gets rid of Hunter. It's down to just Pasha Sahil now.
Did they? Okay, I was gonna say, if they are gonna defuse that, this is gonna be unfortunate.
Is it half diffused? I think it's half diffused.
It is half diffused. It is half diffused.
And it's not to be. It is not to be. It is 7-4. Aman, Gen Z Aman, if you're watching this, dude, I think you and Seth might be onto something. We might just be looking at an 8-4. Team Valor have a good economy, though. I mean, I'm just seeing the economy. They still got full buys again.
Yeah, they do. I'm kind of concerned for a little bit for True Rippers because he still doesn't have an op. And right now, they could really use Paradox on the op. Because, I don't know if you noticed last round.
Right here.
One Tap God just jumped in willy-nilly. Like, the man, I think he wanted to get a kill and he thought that they would peek the wall. But it was a little too sketch.
It's just the kind of man. It's the kind of dude One Tap is, man. He does sketchy stuff.
All bronze, huh?
All bronze.
Yeah, we love a good knucklehead like that, but in a game like this, gotta use a little bit of that brain, buddy. But yeah, it was a very
Ooh, Paradox will trade Pasha Sahil. Nice speak from him.
Beautiful headshot indeed. And there you go. That's a off. Oh, yep, he gets rizzed. Oh, he gets taken out. But I think they rezzed him to take a shot on.
They used One Tap as a bait to take the poor guy.
The pin cushion of the team, man. To be rezzed only to be defeated. That is terrible. But yeah, Paradox still has a good angle, lurking, and I don't know if he's gonna find another kill, but yep, there you go, Bullet.
Gets a useful pick, and
And
now
there
it's
you go,
down to just Jin.
Yep.
Gets one. 1 versus 2. The spike is with Master here. If Jin can get this pick, this could be the round. This could be the
There you
round.
go, Jin is flying. No. Oh, that was so close, man. I literally held my breath in. He's gonna come through that corner, and Paradox has his number written all over him.
I think
Takes
Jin.
out his ultimate and just blows up.
I think Jin thought he had way more time than he did. I think he thought he had way more time than he did. But Paradox had his number. He knew when the peak was gonna come, and it was a close one there from Team True Rippers, because if Master dropped the spike there, it could have been curtains for them. But 8-4 looks like Seth, you and Gen Z Arman are on the same page, and you guys are right. Absolutely spot on. 8-4 at halftime. True Rippers definitely looking like they're in the driver's seat in this game.
So, but now I feel like Valor will start winning. I think this is an attacker-favored map.
It is.
It always
It
has
is.
been. And that's where it comes into play, because they have not been playing at A site at all. Or sorry, they've not been playing at B site at all, and that's what scares me. Or sorry,
This
no,
is-
wait, I'm confusing
This
myself.
is a YOLO push coming in from Valor. All 5 players heading into B site.
One tap God, dude, doesn't have a good angle.
They're gonna let the plan go down, looks like. Relic is gonna let the plan go down.
I think B-site is the one that has not gotten any play, and I think Valor was smart to utilize that, knowing that that might be the Achilles heel of the team. So, let's see what happens now.
They managed to break the wall, and this is going to be a KG retake, because the gunfights are going to be little. But the usage of utility is going to be huge here. Relic will get the first pick onto Buster, and now Para is in a great position. Can he pick off Hunter? He does. The lineups are gone. Only Bullet survives. Only Bullet survives. It's 1 versus 1. And Bullet is there to clutch the round. Paradox was searching for that kill, and Bullet will do just enough to make sure that that spike is not defused. And what a first pistol round from Team Valor. Seth, you called it once again. Team Valor have showed up in the second half.
Like Crosshair, that tag was amazing, but it was just difficult to push, and I knew that they were gonna do a B push because of the fact that I think they realized that that was the easiest way to do it, because they have just not been covering B at all. Like, no team has either defended or attacked it aggressively in the first round, and I think they were all expecting B to be a very wide open kind of scene.
I said there's a comment in the chat that I have to read out. About one tap being baited. They're like, that is part of the top 10 anime betrayal videos ever.
Oh, 100%, dude.
One
Like,
enemy remaining.
Team
I
Valor.
would be playing Silver Scrapes. Valor just annihilates like True Rippers. This is the kind of annihilation we saw from True Rippers in a flawless run going into Valor. When the commentators don't even have, or when the casters don't even have time to commentate the kills, that's when you know, man.
That's when you know.
Mad.
Someone's mad.
Someone's mad. Yeah.
I mean, that's what we want to see, folks. This is a quarterfinals, okay? This is not a qualifier, okay? This is not a group stage match. This is the quarterfinals of the League Ego Challenger Series. The prize pool, you ask, 1.5 lakh rupees, 150,000 rupees, 80,000 bucks for first place, 40,000 bucks for second place, 20,000 for third place, and there's a nifty little 10,000 rupees for fourth place as well. So there's a lot to play for here. And Team Valor, I don't think they want to be eliminated at this stage in the tournament, as you guys are aware. Current reigning champions, 2-time League Ego champions. So surely they will have a thing or two to say about Team True Rippers' domination tonight.
Enemy kill.
Yeah, True Ripper is just coming true to their name, but Paradox is onto Jin. The better Jet does win this round. And it instantly takes out Pacha Sahil. Very unfortunate. I think they've angered Paradox, who is aiming left and right for these heads, tapping them one by one. Bullet here might have a nice angle, but the beautiful wall comes out from Relic as he starts pre-firing into that area, and Bullet knows he does not want to be caught in that spray. Let's see what Paradox is up to right now. And Paradox watching that sight, or watching that angle like a hawk, waiting for the smoke to go down.
No,
and there you go, he sees him!
Not the move.
Paradox, you animal!
Paradox he's having fun. He's having fun, dude.
he also sees Buster,
30
and he
seconds
knows where
left.
Buster is.
He's 7 HP, but
Oh,
I
great
think he might
crosser
still
placement.
land this headshot. He's 7
Yeah, he
HP,
just
mind
took
you.
A good turn. Yep, there you go. Paradox with a quadra kill.
Bro,
My goodness.
wow. Wow, that is some animation. Bro, Paradox is on 24 and 10 right now. I'm not even making this up. He's on 24 and 10 right now. The next best player on Team True Rippers is One Tap God, and he's got 12 kills. Not to say that One Tap's been bad. One Tap's been a monster tonight on Icebox, but Paradox has just been in a league of his own.
Yeah, I hate to say it, man. They've got a Paradox diff completely. But again, Valor have shown that with good team play, they're able to counter the two fraggers, and I think that's the most important part. But look at him. Paradox is always so aggressive. Gets an instant kill onto
He is
Bullet.
feeling
Doesn't
himself
have a
tonight.
chance.
Paradox
Bro,
is
he's in the
feeling
zone.
himself. He is in the zone.
Yeah, he's in the zone, and he gets a Pasha Sahil with a beautiful trade off as Buster gets a kill on the one tap.
Well
God,
played.
And very quickly.
That is good. That is good from
True
Buster.
Ripper is falling. Yeah.
That is good from Buster. Much needed. They should get this
Much
round.
needed.
6 to
One
9.
enemy
There you
remaining.
go. It's down to just Relic. Might as well be better off saving. It was somewhat of a force spy from them because he's gone in for a Guardian, and I think he saw someone lurking here.
There you go. Hunter takes that relic. I think Hunter saw him. He was just a little off on where he should be placing his cursor. But True Rippers still have advantage. I think Paradox has been doing incredibly well. That kill onto him was very unfortunate indeed, but if he keeps making aggressive plays like that and is able to get at least 2 kills out for his team, give them an advantage, I think True Rippers have a good shot.
I think so. And Gen Z Aman in the chat is back with another prediction. He says 13 is to 8 TR, True Rippers.
Really? I don't think so, man.
So he's only giving Valor one more round.
Yeah, I think it's 13 to
I think I'm gonna say
13.
I'm gonna say 14 is to 16 because I think this one's going deep.
I think 13-10 Team Valor. Yeah.
You think 13-10 Team Valor?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Paradox here with the Blade Storm on A Heaven. He is looking dangerous. He's picked up one already.
Yeah, that was a beautiful headshot. I think he sees
Ooh,
Buster,
he sees
too, but
Buster.
Buster jiggle peeking. Yeah, Buster's jiggle peeking really hard, and
All
yeah, there you
those
go,
knives
all knives
are
are
out.
gone.
Oh no.
A great bait by Buster indeed. Bullet gets a beautiful kill under Trap God, who I think is not in his element right now and kind of feeling the pressure. But Paradox,
enemy
unfortunately,
remaining.
on just his classic now, takes the Vandal from his fallen ally as he will look to rotate the side B. He might get a
he
beautiful
wants-
kill over here.
He wants to fight. He doesn't want
Yeah,
to save
he
this
does.
Vandal.
No, not at all.
Bit surprised by that. Gets one.
There you go, Paradox. That's one.
30 seconds
One
left.
person might be lurking through kitchens.
And guess what?
That's-
Bullets like, nah, I'm not having this. I'm going back to A with the spike. Because Paradox is basically aimbot tonight.
I think Paradox is big brain right now.
Oh,
There you go, Buster.
To run.
And like I said, the more the Valor wins, the more my prediction of 13-10 come into play.
I think you might be right, dude. I think you're right.
13-10 or 13-11 if I have to push it. Yeah, it's a good timeout. Take that timeout, TR.
Yeah, I think they've lost 3 rounds on the trot
Yeah.
now, Team True Rippers, and somewhat the momentum seems to be going away from them. We can use this time to take a look at the scoreboard, and man, 27 and 12. Somebody stop this man. Paradox is on fire tonight. He's gonna go in for the op investment as well. One Tap is not far behind, 12 and 14, but Paradox, man, he's been so good. Master's come in with a few clutch plays himself, doing well. On the side of Team Valor, Seth Hunter looking like the best player, at least based on those gunfights that we can see. 18 and 11. Bullet is on 16 and 11. I think he's been good as well. But I think a much stronger performance from Jin is most definitely required for the rest of this game, because he's on the jet. And on attack, Team Valor do need to find that penetration into sight somehow. And I think Jin.
Valor has been doing good. I think they're just being patient. I think it's Team True Rippers who are being very impatient, and they're the ones who should be patient with letting the team walk to them since they have the time advantage on their hands. I would like to see One Tap God not get a little overzealous. I think he's just over charismatic and overzealous and just entering a site and just completely gets annihilated. And I think he should stop doing that because he's got the play, he's got the moves, he's got it in the bag. And if he just stops being reckless, I think he will be able to completely annihilate the at least 1 or 2 players and give his team the advantage, which would give Paradox in turn a little breathing room, as the man has been performing out of his depth entirely this entire game. So yeah, that would just be my take for Team TR. This is still very much a game in their bag, but like I said, if Valor are just consistent with the way they've been playing, yeah, might be heavily Valor favored.
I think I'm going to go with you on this one, Seth. Just because I'm having a bad week from a caster prediction standpoint. So I'm going to stick with you. But folks, if you're just tuning in, this is the League Ego Challenges series. We are on the quarterfinals of this epic tournament. 32 teams began this tournament. We're down to our last 8. We've had a couple of semi-final slots already confirmed. Weird Esports beating Exili Esports on the first quarterfinals game. And yesterday we saw Reckoning Esports, another Indian team, beating Salt Esports, a team from Karachi, Pakistan, and securing their second spot in the semi-finals berth. And of course, this matchup right here that's in front of your screens, Team Valor versus True Rippers. One of these two teams is going to go ahead and secure their spot in the semi-final berth tonight, and it's going to happen in the next 20-30 minutes, so don't go anywhere. If you haven't shared this link with your friends who you know are into Valorant, please do send it to them. Share it with your friends. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We conduct tournaments every other month. Make sure to join our Discord server, follow us on Instagram, and all that good stuff, because we do drop fresh content every other day. It looks like there's a tech pause here. From Team Valor, perhaps. Nope, it looks like we're all set.
I think it's, some player was AFK on their team, but yeah, I think everything's all good and all set to go. I'm actually surprised that you can't fall off that ledge on Team Valor's side right next to the ship. Pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Here.
8-9. Momentum, certainly with Team Valor, would you say, Seth, right now?
Yes. Momentum is definitely Team Valor. They still know that Team Rippers have an advantage. Paradox is looking mighty fine. He finally has a Marshall. Let's see if he's able to make quick work out of this.
He's got a operator actually.
You should run.
Oh, it's my bad, dude. That skin is so baffling.
It is.
Yeah, like I thought for real. It looks so slim. I was like, it has to be.
Ooh, this is an interesting one.
Oh no!
This is an interesting one.
Buster gets the shot onto Paradox.
It's a fake. It's a fake. Check it out. Buster's alone on A side. He's committed the ultimate. Searches for a second, gets it, and his team is gonna get an easy plant on B side. This is perfection from Team Valor. What a fake from Buster. He commits the ult, he peeks the AWPer, gets a follow-up kill, and makes it a simple 4 versus 3 for his team, as his team finds the site pretty much empty-handed. And guess what? Hunter's got his ult open.
You know what? It's just scary, but at the same time, Trap God still exists. But there you go, Jin. It finishes him off. Relic finishes off Jin. And just like that, Valor have a 3-4-2 advantage. Master and Relic over here.
One enemy remaining.
Rambling a little, but Relic gets taken out as Master knows what he needs to do.
I mean, this round was won by Buster. That man, what a fake in his side. Commits the ultimate.
Well, not only that, he
peeks Paradox.
Challenged Paradox.
Yeah,
he challenged Paradox and won.
My mods in the chat are like, Grizzly, please stop predicting anything. I'm like, okay.
Wow. Yeah, dude. But look, like I said, Valor are running away with it, and I think it might be a little frustrating for Team Ripper to see that, because they had such a huge lead and an advantage. And man, if I was Paradox, I would be kicking myself a little bit. That should have been a beautiful kill onto Buster, which would have given enough time to rotate onto side B. But yeah, it is what it is, man.
Relic here with the ultimate this time around for True Rippers and Paradox.
Paradox gets revenge.
This man is just looking so good tonight, Paradox. He's been so impressive. We saw him like this in Ascent as well. He had a bad game in Haven, but looks like he's back, folks. Paradox is back for Team True Rippers on this A side, locking it down for them. The operator in his hands. I don't think B is an option right now, because Relic's got his His Viper spit open with that shotgun.
Oh, Jin gets instantly tagged.
Yeah, he's
out.
like 1 HP right now.
Yeah, that's a nice. Anything's gonna happen, and there you go. You might be able to see Jin over there. Oh, yep, Crossfit takes out someone with the Hunter. Beautiful kill onto their Sage, and much needed indeed. Hit that dude, man. And then there you go. Trap got taken out by Jin. Not a big. Oh, that.
One enemy remaining.
Paradox. What is this?
Oh no, he's AFK.
No.
He might be AFK. This is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. It looks like there is going to be a tech pause.
Yeah.
Ludra from ROG Academy is in the chat. What's up, Ludra, man? Nice to see you here. 27 kills. I know this man. He's on 31 right now, dude. He is absolutely popping off. Somebody needs to control this man. Someone needs to calm him down just a little bit.
Like, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if Team Team True Rippers would have won that round if not for that AFK. Very questionable AFK, which I was very sad and disappointed about.
Yeah, I think Team Valor will be kicking themselves after that one.
A bit unfortunate indeed. But he seems to be doing fine. I do not know.
Yeah, he's back. Looks like he's back.
It's tricky, man. Like, he was moving, he was shooting until he was not. And it was just, we can see the replay, but man, yeah, like, it's a little tricky.
I'm gonna have to. I think your prediction was 13-10 to Team Valor. You said Gen Z Aman. Your prediction, bro. I'm gonna have to call it, bro. Your prediction is gone. You said 13-8. It's already 9-10. I'm saying it's 14-16, and I'm gonna go True Rippers now. I think I'm gonna change sides.
Gen Z Aman says my prediction getting
wrecked.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I'm excited. Again, a massive A push we're seeing over here as Relic might be looking for a cheeky lurk, and if he does get a cheeky lurk, it might be very tricky. Hunter going through that kitchen. Time and time again, man, that kitchen will get you if you don't freeze it. Let's see what Paradox is up to. Paradox watching a beautiful angle as well, not knowing the Reyna. This might be bad. The Reyna is the only one, and she absolutely annihilates Jin. Very well done, Reyna. Very, very well done. And there you go. Beautiful kill again. The Sage is out.
One tap God is looking good once again. Relic is holding this mid position. Valor down to the last two players. The spike is still in the hands of Bullet. Is down to just him. A 1 versus 4. Are they not aware of his position? I don't think they're aware. Paradox gets shot in the shin.
Tapguard knows.
He knows.
Tapguard is aware and he is prepared. This man is. Yep, there you go. Tapguard shows. Thanks for flaming me, guys. I'm gonna start popping off now. And good on him. You know, he
good on him.
That. We
have
been crapped.
We have been.
So.
But honestly, Paradox literally has double the kills that one tap's got. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. It's literally 32 and 16 right now. And 11 is to 9. The buy is looking not so great for Team Valor.
Right now, the only prediction that's gonna be working out is yours, because mine's gone, Aman's gone. We're out.
I'm saying 16-14 True Rippers. That's what I'm. Chat, look at the time right now. I'm saying 16-14 to Team True Rippers. That's my. Because this match's gonna get intense. Because Valor's gonna fight. Okay, we've seen the. Ooh! Paradox! Deleting Pasha Sahil from mid. Continues to inflict the damage with his operator.
I don't understand why Buster, when he took out Paradox 2 rounds ago, did not just grab his op.
Right.
That was a weird decision, and I will always never understand. I think Buster's going to make a move, and he's going to be in Paradox's sight. Paradox, amazing patience being shown by this man over here, as Buster is thinking twice about his decision to push that sight. Is Jin going to go in with the ultimate? Dude, this is spicy. I'm watching Paradox's thing, and I can see the silhouette.
Good choice. Good choice to drone.
Good choice. Yes, very good.
But Relic is there as well.
Relic was ready for it.
It was a sneaky play from them. And Paradox through the smoke. He is a smoke criminal
30
tonight.
seconds left.
Hunter gets another pick onto Crosshair. Ooh, Bullet.
Oh, Bullet gets a beautiful
Sneaky.
kill. He needs to go for that op. Someone
Sneaky
needs
off
to go for
angle.
that op on the enemy.
I don't think they can.
One enemy remaining.
One tap God picks up Hunter, who was just walking in mid without his gun out. And Bullet doesn't know where Master is. Bullet doesn't know where Master is.
Master just shot the man in the back as he ran to get a plant.
Match point.
This is... Man, True Rippers might pull this through. Unless it's anime comeback time. Someone play Silver Scrapes real quick.
Match point, folks. It is that moment. Team True Rippers, I mean, thoroughly well deserved. A 13-0 win on Ascent, and not the hottest of matches for them in Haven as Valor bounced back, but on Icebox once again, really showing everyone who's boss.
Paradox is going for it. Paradox is going for it. Oh no, Paradox! What did you do? He threw so hard.
Buster gets a trade, and they're gonna punish, and Team Valor will punish these mistakes.
Yeah, they'll punish it hard.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh,
That
Buster.
was a throw.
A three kill for himself. Master finally reveals his position. He's still Heaven. He's the last player alive. Now, if he gets a kill here and goes for a revive, game's still on for Team True Rippers.
Yeah, Master for the process placement. Buddy, you can't be looking up that way, man. A little unfortunate.
I think he was expecting
do
a
not
push
know.
from kitchen, but Hunter was actually coming through mid. That is
Yeah, I
unfortunate.
just thought that Sova Tag had revealed all of them at point A. No, match point. A little bit of an uphill battle for Team Valor, but they have done greater things. So, not impossible, but definitely difficult. As Valor take a much needed... Or not timeout, sorry.
12-10. I'm a bit nervous for Team Valor now. They've pulled back around, but take a look at Team True Rippers. There's two ops. There's two ops on team. There's two ops set.
Yeah, like,
one tap's got an op in mid, and yours truly, Paradox has an op in A site.
if Paradox and True Ripper can stop, or Paradox and True One Tap can stop running into the enemy head first, I think it would be a great idea. That's the tricky part.
Ooh,
Oh, he
he
gets a
will get
beautiful
it.
kill. Paradox was waiting for that for his entire life.
The lockdown will give them some control over site, but they do have a numbers disadvantage already.
That's huge. Or 4 for 3. Valor at a significant disadvantage. Spike has been planted though. That gives him a pretty...
That revive is going to make things far more difficult here for Team Valor as Team True Rippers now come in with a 5 versus 3 retake. Paradox continuing to do the damage with his operator, folks. It's down to just the last two players. It's down to just Buster. Can he do this? This is looking impossible. And looks
Oh, they've
like
done it, GG.
it looks like that
Oh
just
my
might
God.
be the GG set.
That wall was amazing. I don't know if you noticed, but the minute they put up that wall, I think Team Valor was like, yeah, we're out. This is not happening.
What a performance, folks, we have witnessed tonight. Folks, this was something else. Current reigning champions, Seth, make no mistake. Reigning champions, #1 contenders, 2-time League Ego champions, Team Valor up against True Rippers have been eliminated from this tournament in the quarterfinals.
just like that.
In the quarterfinals.
Cards, yeah, the tables have turned, the cards have been reshuffled, and we have another champion coming up.
I mean, are you going to talk about Paradox or
time.
should I? I mean, because that man...
Go for it.
I mean,
Yeah,
36 and 16, dude. He's on 36. The next guy closest to him is Hunter, and he's on 21 kills. That's a full 15 kills. That's 15 more gunfights that Paradox has come out on top. He's got 7 first bloods for his team. An average combat score, folks, are you ready for this? 438. This man was unstoppable tonight. We saw him like this on Ascent and in Icebox, absolutely popping off, making a statement. and telling us all why he was number 2 behind Deathmaker in that gauntlet chart that we saw earlier a couple of days ago. And a much-deserved win for Team True Rippers. But Seth, what went wrong with Team Valor tonight?
I think it just gave them too much breathing room. I think when they had a lot of space to work around, they just didn't push forward enough. I think their fraggers were a little lackluster. I know Jin did a lot as he could, but you know, just the ability of like having just Sova kind of do most of the damage on their team and kind of try to carry his team. Some things got lost in translation, and I think like Valor were just not prepared to fight a team like True Rippers, who were kind of in a competitive mindset and just kind of wanted to come in, and they had a strategy in hand. And as you saw, like consistently, Team True Rippers would always have a way to infiltrate a site or know where Paradox is, because Paradox and One Tap were always at those same angles time and time again with those ops, with those vandals, and they would do the same things almost like a simulation, almost like they'd done it, and that's where practice comes in. And for me, a team with that amount of knowledge and practice and that level of skill will always come out ahead.
I mean, absolutely, man. And folks, it's not a small group stage match. Okay, this isn't the qualifiers. This is the quarterfinals we're speaking about, and the winner from here goes on to the semi-finals. They will join Weird Esports and Reckoning Esports, and take up 3 of those 4 available slots, and the last available slot will be decided by tomorrow's quarterfinal match, which is going to be at 7:30 p.m. folks. So make sure that you guys are tuning in for it. If you guys haven't yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure to do that. Click on that bell icon so you get notified of when we go live. We organize tournaments for Indian Valorant teams, the South Asian Valorant teams really, and this particular one was a 32-team tournament. 32-team knockout with a prize pool of 150,000 rupees, 1.5 lakh rupees. So the stakes are definitely high, and I think Team Valor, well played to them, but it's time for them to exit this tournament much earlier than what they would have probably wanted or anticipated. But take nothing away from Team True Rippers, man. They absolutely reached in, and they grabbed that semi-final spot for themselves.
Dude, all eyes on Paradox right now. That man will deliver.
No cap.
I have faith.
No cap.
Yeah, no cap. That man delivered today. That man will deliver tomorrow. Pizza party for him.
Pizza party for him. And hey, Seth, beers on me. Like I told you, thanks so much for joining me for this one. Guys,
Of course.
Chat, Seth woke up at 5:30 a.m. in the morning for this. So I just want to take a minute to appreciate this man. Thanks so much for doing this, man, with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of the day, folks. This does bring our broadcast tonight
Nintendo
to an
Switch and cake and ice cream for me right now. That's the Sunday ritual.
That sounds like a nice Sunday. That sounds like a really nice Sunday. Folks, I hope you guys have a good rest of the Sunday as well. Make sure you guys are following us on all our socials. Follow our updates. We drop highlights on our reels on Instagram. Some interesting stuff drops on Discord as well. Follow us on YouTube. We have some fun content coming out there. And make sure that you guys are tuned into all the updates. On your way out, make sure to enjoy this fun little interview session that I had with a few players from the Indian Valorant scene. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So don't go anywhere.
Ciao.
I don't know if Kakoti says you guys are here to change the scene and fill the voids. Let's go. Am I right, Lenny? That's what we're about.
Bro,
that's what we're about.
100%, okay? Listen, 3 years ago you talked about a toxic environment. Like, we're not talking about toxic, right? Like, that's in the past, right? Just that, like I talked about, like, making mistakes, learning from it, doing it better. Well, you know what? We're going to do it better, right? You show up, you just walk with us, because we're walking with you.
Axel is on the wraparound here. Gets the first pick on Sway. Mindfuck, what are you doing? We know who Shreya is. Okay, you're the 100 ping monster from Australia. That's what people call you. Okay?
I've been playing Valorant since the beta days, had a lot of experience in CSGO as well, played that semi-professionally in India as well as in Australia.
Next question, any thoughts on Chamber?
I think Chamber is going to be very interesting for the crackhead sentinel aimers like myself. I think that playing Killjoy, playing Cypher has been a little bit done.
What would you say is your message to these kids, like these aspiring young kids in the scene who want to make it big in esports?
And I get it. I know that school sucks. I know that parents are annoying. They tell you to go to sleep early. They tell you to eat on time, even though you're in a ranked game. But keep this in mind that the sooner you get that done with, the happier you'll be. And for Indian parents, it was very tough for me as well. I mean, I still to this very date. I mean, I'm now 19. Pursuing this passion of mine, and I'm getting paid well for it, but my mom still is gonna come from behind, hit me on the head and be like, go to bed, it's enough of a game, close it, no more. Hi, my name is Shreya from Realty Asteria. We are participating in the League Ego Challenger Series 2021. Please come and support us. Live streams will start on December 1st. You better be.
It's all about the attitude.
This next guest of mine needs no introduction. Two-time League Ego champion. I would say the best, one of the best teams in India right now. Please put your hands together, folks, for Strokey from Team Valor. What's up, my man? How are you doing?
Grizzly, how about you?
How's the journey been for you with Valor so far?
So Valor, to be open and clear with you, Valor is nothing but a group of friends playing together for fun. Team Valor is something when we don't make any strats or anything. It just on the day, it depends on the day for us. So if the day is good, we win. If the day is bad, we lose.
Good one. How important do you think are relationships with teammates? And do you think it's possible to play competitively with people you don't necessarily get along?
You need to have a good bond with the person you're playing with.
Right.
So good bond means good understanding.
Any team from the League Ego Challenger series that you're looking forward particularly to playing against?
Will be, I think, Cohesion,
Right.
Fangs, FS,
FS?
and WeirdX. Yeah, and WeirdX.
Right.
Because WeirdX has our pawn in them.
Who is
Pixel.
that? Oh, Pixel has moved to Weird. That's right.
WeirdX, yeah.
If you had to take an agent out from Valorant on a date, which agent would that be?
Reyna is pretty rough.
Very nice.
Viper is toxic.
Viper is
Yeah,
toxic.
Viper is toxic. And Jet is pretty fast.
Jet is too fast.
Yeah. So yeah, Sage, the calm, composed person. Yeah, healing us in times of bad times. Yeah, I will take out her on a date.
All right, guys.
And yeah,
Shreya, you have competition for Sage.
I'm Strokey from Team Valor. We are participating in League Ego Championship 2021. Live streaming will start from December 1st. Please tune in and support us. Thank you.
I don't know if Kakoti says you guys are here to change the scene and fill the voids. Let's go. Am I right, Lenny? That's what we're about.
Bro,
That's what we're about.
100%, okay? Listen, 3 years ago you talked about a toxic environment. Like, we're not talking about toxic, right? Like, that's in the past,
Right.
right? Just that, like I talked about, like, making mistakes, learning from it, doing it better. Well, you know what? We're going to do it better, right? You show up, you just walk with us, because we're walking with you.
Axel is on the wrap around here. Gets the first pick on Sway. Mindfuck, what are you doing?